What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Has just boarded the plane.
I want it all, and I want it now.
RM Power 2006 became a member of the cabin crew.
Thank you! Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Kevin Jeffries has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Eddie Zetlin has just boarded the plane.
I want it all, and I want it now.
EHU 2021 became a member of the cabin crew.
What? Thank you! Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Guy Boo has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Alari Kusa has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Vapor00 has just boarded the plane.
What? Thank you! Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Magmag Raps has just boarded the plane.
Yo, yo, yo. Everybody in that house. It's the time again, isn't it, Spellsinger? We're getting ready. I'm so behind, guys. I don't know what's going to happen here when I do this. I really don't. I'm so behind. Hey, got a new... Oh, see what I mean? Look at that. It's such a... The camera's not even in the right place. Hang on. Let me adjust things here. So... I literally just got out of the shower and realized, shit, I haven't even set up yet. There, that's in the place. So I was going to start like this to do that, but balls that up, didn't I? Is the microphone even on? Yes, it is. Look at this, man. Honestly, look how detailed. Look at. So what you're looking through right now is my a little magnifying light that I've got, right? So if I turn the lights on, let's turn the light on. Watch this. There we got instant light. Look at that, a nice bloody, lovely. You know, camera's probably finding it hard to focus though, and it's got different colors as well. So you got the white light, the blue light, and the warm light. You know, for the skin tones. All right. So turn that off. And I'm not even in the right position for this. Right, so check this out. So the reason I got this is so we can see the bloody gorgeous detail of the model, you know, for when we do the painting, the models. Look at that. You can really see the detail. Like, the camera's having a hard time focusing, in all honesty. Even the smallest ones. Look at this dude, he's so tiny. But now you can actually see. I don't know if it is actually working. I don't think he's focusing correctly. The camera's like, dude, what are you doing? Anyway, I'm not going to do the whole Fighting Fantasy like this because I'm so close to the camera. I'm not actually that close to the camera. I'm at my normal distance, to be honest. But it looks like I'm right up against it. So let me move this out of the way, right? So yeah, so I've got this magnifying light thing. So when we do, let me put this here. So when we do the painting, right? I can't see the chat now. That's in the way. There we go. So when we do the painting, I'm going to be all set. I'm starting to collect the things I need. Okay, so like I've got some brushes on the way. Even though I've got this pack here that has got like 3 brushes inside. They're okay brushes, but I don't feel they're the brushes I need. Got the paints, but so I've got some brushes, and I have been researching my ass off for painting these figures. You know, in August we're gonna paint them in August. So I've been researching for what I need to get. You know, and starting to get those things like primer. You have to have primer. You have to prime these figures. So I got a black and a white primer, and I'm going to use them, and I'm not afraid. So yeah, looking forward to it. I've still got loads of stuff I need to get. You know, I've got a little work mat here, and I've got some more brushes on the way, and some like a base thing to hold the model on top, so I can do that. But there's loads more to get. But anyway, forget all that. Welcome into Fighting Fantasy, guys. It's that time again. Yes, we are doing it. Hang on a sec. We're missing a lot of stuff here. Whoa, hang on. Where's the book? This is what I mean. I literally got out the shower and thought, shit, I've got minutes to go here. There we go. I got minutes to go, and I rushed to do it, and I didn't even realize I'd put the book on. We're doing the Crimson Tide, guys. Oh, man. I'm still wet out the shower. Like, it's... I didn't give myself enough time to set the stream up. But we're all good to go now. Okay, I think. Is my microphone a bit loud? Hang on, let me... I don't know if I'm too loud or not. It seems to be hitting the red a bit. There we go. Testing? Okay, that's good. Right, so, yeah. The Crimson Tide. Here we go. This book, I can't remember much about it again, but we're getting into the late ones. It's the same age as I am. Well, the book number is the same number as my age, 47, believe it or not, you know. Illustrations inside were done by Alan Craddock. Check out that one there. It's a little bit of a mean one, isn't it? Who wrote this book? Paul Mason did. Paul Mason did, and the the cover illustration was done by Alan Craddock. Sorry, that bad boy beast of a cover, Mr. Chinese Ying Jen, whatever it is. The inside ones were done by Terry Oakes. Let me find a decent one. There we go. In the darkness, the men sat on the throne, waiting. How is everybody anyway? Let me put that down a bit, and then I can start that up. How is everybody? David's in the house. Hello. Now, I was going through the alerts, but there's 2 people here who have recently today joined, but won't be a part of that intro, you know, has joined us, you know, and all that until next time, because there's a delay of a day for Stream Elements. So 2 people, Eleanor and RM Power 2006, welcome. Thank you for joining as a member. And for those of you who haven't joined as a member, you're gonna have to give me a reason why you haven't, because it's awesome. You can easily join below the stream here. There should be a join button. You can join as a member. It really does help support me, but also you get access to live streams that I do to members only. We had one last week, and you also get a load more videos, which some of them in the future, there's a couple of videos that I want to actually put into the members only section, which I'll do in the future. Yeah, and you get like advanced access to any videos, because I kind of tend to make videos and then schedule them ahead so I can keep up. So you'll get them as soon as they go active, but then the date could be 3 months away, and then my subscribers have to wait until that 3 months date, then they get to see it, but you'll get to see it in between then. So there's a lot of benefits. Anyway, I don't usually sell out like that, to be honest. Yeah, Fu Manchu, that's it. That's what I was going for. Yeah. You know nothing about this one. Yeah, well, this is, as I say, we're getting into the later books now. Not many people have these books. In fact, I was just looking on eBay. There's one here for £110 of this book. Most of them, if not all of the books on eBay for this book, are above 40 quid. Above 40 quid. Man, it says $3.99 on the back when it originally came out. But they're all in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Like, we're getting into the expensive books now. If you're wanting to get into fighting fantasy, and you know, the later, oh shit, it's all covered up in it. The later books, man, we're talking money. You know, by the time you get to what's the last one, Curse of the Mummy in the dragon style, you're talking a couple of £100, I think, for that. It's although that's probably gone down now, because it's available on the Wizard book. So the price of the Dragons one has probably gone down. I don't know. But this one I think is an interesting book, because it's like Skyrim. Like, you play over time, you know? And I believe, anyway, I could be wrong. I could be thinking of a different book. But I believe you play over time. Your character has an age, you know, and in the adventure sheet, it's pretty weird how they usually, you have skill and it says initial, and then I think it says something else, but here it says temporary and permanent. Like, you get temporary skill and permanent skill. What? I don't understand. I've done a first look at this book, which was published first in 1992. That's how old it is. But I don't remember what I said back then. Like, I played it to, like, kind of review it, but, you know. I don't remember. Like, that was back in 2018, I think I started, or 2017, something like that. So we're talking like, 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Also, I haven't done the latest book in that series. I need to film the latest read-through of that book for the first looks. I can't believe I haven't done it. I think I got so caught up in the excitement of the release, I forgot to make the video. So, you loved the Stephen King one the other day. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, I've started to do book reviews. Well, I don't want to say reviews because it sounds so pompous and like right up your own ass. I'm going to review the book. Here's what I think. It's more of a let's talk. Like, and when I say let's talk, I'm doing the talking. I think I really need to rename it to, like, I don't know. Anyway, so I've started all the books that I've read. I'm going to slowly go through. There is actually one more, but I don't think I have it. I think I gave it to somebody after I read it. So, unfortunately, which is actually a shame because it's a really good book. But yeah, I got loads. I got all the Stephen King books, so I'll be slowly going through those. I don't know if I'm going to read them in order of release, for like when he wrote them, or randomly pick one out. You know, I don't know. So, I think skill changes with age. Ah, right. That explains it then, doesn't it? So, right, a few things. Don't forget, what did I call it? Global Fighting Fantasy Day, guys. 27th of August. So far, it could happen on the 27th of August. I actually don't know because I still have yet to have the confirmed day off. And if I don't get it off, then I can't do the stream because I'll be working 3:30 till 8:30. So I'm going to have to either do something about that, you know, and I can't phone in sick. They'll know I'm blagging it. You know, oh, so you wanted the 27th of August off, Adam, and now suddenly you're ill on that day. Oh, okay. I buy that story. So I'm asking everybody if they'll cover me, but it's like, you know, nobody's saying, well, I don't know what I'm doing in August. We're in April, mate. That's like months away. I could be on holiday. I don't know. So if the worst comes to the worst and I still have to work, then what I'm going to do is I'll set it. It's still going to be a 12-hour stream and it's still going to take place, but I'll probably do it when Australia gets midnight or something, right? So it is the 27th legitly in the world, but for me it'll still be the 26th because obviously we're like 12 hours behind or 11 hours behind or something. So I'll have to start it, and so it finishes before 1 p.m. on my 27th. Like, that way I can then go to work afterwards after doing a 12-hour stream. Alright, I'm here, guys. I'm not going to be ready for work. But, you know, it's only like a 5-hour shift, so I could just grin it and bear it. Drink loads of shit or something to keep me awake, like coffee up. Biscuits or Monster Munch today? Neither, right? I did my shop. I did it on Thursday because I got paid early. Or Friday. I can't remember what day I did it now. And I forgot to get biscuits. It's not obviously going to be Monster Munch because I'm saving that for the members only stream. So today, guys, I got popcorn. So whenever we stop for a meal, I'm going to munch some popcorn. That's all I got, honestly. Like, I forgot to get the bloody biscuits. Oh. Honestly, I'm such a muppet. Cold Ballistics in the house. How's it going, my man? Or my lady. I don't know which one you are. It says here you begin this adventure as a teenager, the child of a poor peasant family in the Isles of the Dawn. And before embarking on your adventure, you got to find out who you are. So this is we're a kid. We're playing as a little snot-nosed little mutant child, you know? Somebody's little ball-like son of a gun, you know? What else have I, yeah, so August the 27th, guys. If I can't get it off 3 days before that date, I will then say it's going to be moved like a few hours before. That's all that's going to take place. People will still be able to watch it. You're a man. Cool, my man. Bro. Great. You'll still be able to watch it at some point because I'll be doing it for 12 hours. We're not going to be reading Fighting Fantasy books. We're going to be talking Fighting Fantasy, and I'm going to be painting these models as well. I was given loads of these little models for Christmas, I think it was. There's like, I don't know how many's in here, to be honest. There's like 50 or something. All different sizes, ranging from 55 millimeters to 25 millimeters. And I've never painted these types of miniatures in my life. The only type of miniature painting I've done is the Titanic and a few airplanes, all of which have been that big. And I was shit at it because I didn't know anything about it. So for the past few weeks, I have been researching how to model paint. I've been learning all the techniques. I've been learning all the tools you need. It's got me also into vehicle model painting and plane model painting. I have got two, if I can reach them without breaking anything, I have got two planes Revel kits here, right? This is the A350. I've got an A380. Now, it does have, like, you have paints on the back, but they don't come with it. But from what I see inside this thing, you don't even paint it anyway. It's all decals. But bullshit to that, we're going to paint the fucker. So we're going to lead up to me painting these things on a live stream. Obviously, it'll be a members only. But then I'll do a video about it that will then launch for everyone else. So we got the A380, the A350, and I'm going to be getting some little, what do they call them? Not diaphragms, dioramas, that can then sit on the shelves where these figures will then sit in. So honestly, this channel is going to go on a mad model painting binge in starting in August. Basically, I'm gearing up to it slowly. I'm slowly gearing up to it. I might even paint one of these models for a members only stream in the next couple of weeks, just for a bit of practice. So on August, I know what I'm doing. So yeah, hence why I started with this bloody light here, you know, so I can see what I'm doing. Anyway, we've done flights together in P3D in the past. Oh, have we, mate? Sorry. Mate, I've done so many flights with so many people. I'm really sorry. If your name is different in my Discord, maybe that's why. But I should have known. I don't know. If it was in the past, mate, I've slept since then. So I don't know. But welcome back in, mate. Glad to have you here. Really glad to have you here. Flaming Heron's here. Hey, hey, hey. How's it going, man? Yeah. I can't read what that says. I've got my thing in the way. Glory be. Glory be. So, let me think of everything else. So for the members only, I've started the Sorcery series, by the way. We did the first book in the Sorcery series. Obviously, you know, died at some point. So next month, we're going to be going through the rest of these suckers. So, yeah. And after the Sorcery series, I'm going to go play the normal Fighting Fantasy ones. So, yeah. So some weeks in a month, you'll have, you know, if you are a member, you'll have 2 doses. Because it'll happen on a Sunday. And obviously, this is every other Sunday. And then the members only stream will happen on a Sunday. So, you know, every month you'll get a double dose of me if you're a member. So there's another reason, you know. At least your luck is on par with ours. Yeah, I'm no better with luck playing these books, guys. I will say that. Well, the character was okay, I would say. All right, let me get the dice out of here. You guys need to decide what dice we are. Are we big dice? Are we little dice? Are we casino dice? Are we Games Workshop dice? Which ones? I also, by the way, I found a load more. So we have got backup spares and a memory card in case we need it. Man, researching into the model painting, I didn't realize how big Games Workshop was in on the model painting scene. Like, I know that they sell through the Warhammer stuff, but they also do the paints and the tools, but it seems like nobody really likes them because they're expensive. Evidently Vallejo are the best paints to use. I don't know. There's so many YouTubers, right? This is the funniest thing about my research that I've been doing about this model painting. There are so many YouTubers who were sponsored by somebody, and they all do these, here's 10 things you need to know. And it's all with sponsored links, right? That's fair enough to them, but I'm looking for legit, non-biased, you know, information. I don't want to go waste my money on something because you're being paid to say it. I want to know if it is actually legitly going to help me. There's so many people on YouTube who get paid from companies to talk about model painting. I didn't realize how much. And there's a couple of good ones. And there's one guy, oh my gosh, he's British and he never blinks in his videos. And he looks at, he's got glasses like me, and he looks at you like that when he's talking to the camera, and he's talking like this, and he never blinks, and he says model painting is great, and he looks like a serial killer. Oh my God, he's never blinked in a video. It's scary. Like, I've really been enjoying going through this model painting malarkey, by the way, and learning everything. So, big dice, little dice, guys, what's going on? What we having? 666 there. Look at that. Big dice, little dice. You guys have got to decide before I can roll for the character, to be honest. The Crimson Tide. Oh man, to be honest, that's just reminded me. Crimson Tide, it's just reminded me. Gene Hackman, right? If you don't know who he is, he's an actor. He was in the film Crimson Tide. He died this year, him and his wife, both together. It's really sad. I mean, he was like 93 or something. He had retired from acting about 20 years previously. I can't remember. I think the Royal Tenenbaums or something was his last acting gig. I can't remember. He was in loads of films. Enemy of the State, Poseidon Adventure. He was Lex Luthor in Superman, right? Anyway. Oh! I've just bit my tongue. Oh, chewing gum's going in the bin. Oh, man, that hurts. Anyway, so, yeah, he was found, him and his wife, deceased in their house, with the dog guarding the door, right? Oh, it's so sad, right? So, but this, like, their house is like Hoarderville. They've got shit everywhere, even in the bathtub, right? He was always active on his bike, even as a 90-year-old man. He looked very happy in pictures that people had posted, like, before his death. It was like 2 to 3 weeks, though, before they found the body, so you can imagine the state they were both in. But evidently, his wife got COVID, right? And police believe that she died of COVID, right? And he found her, and he had a heart attack and dropped dead himself. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's really sad. He is a very good actor. Enemy of the State. Oh, love that film. Anyway... Big. He wasn't in the film Big. Army Painter, Speed Paint 2.0. So there's a lot of controversy about Army Painter, right, in the model painting world. People think that their paints are shit and a waste of time. I don't know, but I have got their primer I'm about to use their primer. I actually went ahead and got their self-healing cutting mat, whatever the self-healing aspect of this is. The only reason I got it is because when you flip it round, I mean, this is still sealed. I haven't opened it yet, but it's completely black on the other side, so you can actually take pictures of your models. Like, that's pretty much the only reason I bought it. Plus, it was the same price as the non-branded one of a bigger size, and it fits perfectly on the desk. So it's also got the size guide for your models, which I thought was pretty handy. So like, looking into all the tools and shit needed for this, I have no, David Day saying the big dice. Yeah, I got you, man. Looking into all the tools and everything that's needed, it's like people have mixed opinions on brands, you know. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to find out for myself, you know. Because I looked on Amazon, and Army Painter have a really decent selection. In fact, there's a John Blanche. Do you remember John Blanche, the illustrator in our previous book? He does these paint sets that are like, you can create, you know, like a woodland scene with these paints, and they're ones that he's personally picked himself to, you know. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Fighting Fantasy tie-in. I'm trying to get as much Fighting Fantasy tie-in modeling painting as I can. There's figures that you can get that a company sells of Fighting Fantasy creatures, but all the good ones are sold out now. We've missed the boat. There's like the Banshee one, and there's the one off the cover of I can't remember which one. I think it's Sorcery Book, actually. No, it's not Sorcery Book. It's a book off a book cover of one of the books. You know, the lion with the man face. I think it is Sorcery, actually. Oh shit! Got too much shit, man. No, it's not that one. But it kind of looks like that, but it's not that one. Maybe on the updated covers or something. Anyway, we need to get started here, man. We really do. It's like half an hour of talking shit. Let's roll for a character, shall we? So, what do we need to know, guys? The Crimson Tide. So it says roll one die, enter this Whoa, hang on. Dudes, there's no add 6 and add 12 in this one. It's roll one die and that's your skill. So, okay, here we go. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to roll one die. Why is that not... Can I not shimmy that over a bit more? What's going on, my man? Oh, why is that not moving over? Come on, mate. Play the game. I do it that way, it moves the other way. There we go, that's better. That's better. Now we can see shit. Right, here we go. Here's our skill, guys. Fucking hell. Got a skill of 1, guys. We've got a skill of 1. And roll 1 die and enter this total in the skill box. That's what it says. Roll 2 die and that's your stamina. We've got a skill of 1, guys. Fucking dead. We're absolutely dead. Has anyone read modern game book series called Rise of the Ancients? Never even heard of it, mate. Let's have a quick glance at that. Rise of the Ancients. It's a board game, mate. Rise of the Ancients. Oh, and a book series. It's on Steam. No, book 1. Here we go. Amazon. Book 1. Bruid. Rise of the Ancients, an unlikely invitation compels you to travel to the remote coastal town of Broodhaven to participate in a once-in-a-lifetime competition. Sounds like Trial of Champions. There you soon discover that nothing is as it seems. As you progress through each increasingly dangerous round of the contest, the secrets of the town and its noble families are slowly revealed. They're all werewolves. It doesn't say that. Okay, so yeah, by Graham A. Wilson. So there's a few in the series, right? Well, there's two. There's two. Sorry. Let me follow this dude. So they're like 18 quid each, mate. Fuck, they better be good for that price. Bloody hell. I'm used to paying £5 for my books. I haven't bought one since the 90s. Like, well, I might look into that, guys. That might be. Thank you for that, Spell Singer. I might look into that. Let me add these to the old watch list, so I know about them. They're in there, and maybe I'll get them in the future. Is it like Fighting Fantasy though? Or is it like the same kind of mechanic of fighting, or is it all completely different? John Atkinson's in the house. How's it going? There is a unique mechanic in this book. Yeah, a mechanic of getting yourself killed, mate. With the one, John. We've got a skill of 1 today. Here's our stamina. 9. Fuck. We've got a skill of 1 and a stamina of 9. Right. It says also roll 1 die, and then it says add 6 to this number. So with the luck, we get to add 6. Okay. Our luck is 7. So honestly, we've got the worst dice rolls today. If we survive, Adam, it won't always be 1. I mean, yeah. We won't survive, I'll tell you that. Right, there is also a ferocity box here. So it says roll 1 die, add half of your stamina to this number. So roll 1 die. Our stamina is 9, which would be 5, the number added. So our ferocity number is 10. Whoa, we are fierce. Dude, we are a little fierce weakling. Morning. It's like Fighting Fantasy on bad speed? God, mixed with ketamine. Right. Alright then, I shall have a look into that. Spell Singer's getting me onto hardcore game books here, guys. Right, for reasons that will be explained, your scores will change constantly during the adventure. You must keep an accurate record of these scores. And for this reason, you are advised either to write small in the boxes or to keep an eraser handy. Blah, de blah, de blah. For this reason, your skill, stamina, and ferocity may eventually exceed the number you roll at this start, and that is okay. For skill and ferocity, you should simply keep track of their current levels until you reach the age of 18. So far as stamina is concerned, you should keep track of both your permanent stamina and your temporary stamina. So what's the difference between either? Paragraphs will make it clear whether it is the permanent or temporary stamina that is affected. So once we hit 18, that becomes our permanent stamina, which then can fluctuate up and down, I'm guessing. I don't know. Not well explained. You must remember that combat always affects the temporary stamina. Your luck score, unlike all the... So, yeah, it can go above your temporary or your permanent, number. But not the luck. That will always be shitty 7 for us. So, score reflects your swordsmanship. Yep. If your stamina drops to 0, you're dead. Stop reading, close the book, and then start again from the beginning. Stop reading, close the book, think about your life, go kill yourself. Honestly. Your luck score, yep, we know. Right, so you begin the book as a 13-year-old little shit. Gobby little 13-year-old, if anything, or ferocities to go by. Months and years may pass in the course of your adventure. However, guys, we're going to be here for decades, by the way. You should keep track of your age in the box provided. Only amend your age when told to do so in a paragraph. Whenever your age increases, you should do two things. Reduce your ferocity by 2, and return your whatever your stamina level is to the permanent value. Well, what's our permanent value though? Because it doesn't actually say. Is it whatever it is when it hits 18? Is that it? Let's play this one in real time. Yeah, we'll play this over the course of the next 30 years, guys.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to Fighting Fantasy 2077. I'm Adam. I'm 100 years old, and we're just about to finish, I think, this book.
Yeah, so whatever your stamina is at the age of 18 becomes your permanent stamina. So, and it's your temporary one that we fight from, but when you get older, it's your permanent stamina that changes. You go back to your permanent stamina. Okay. For time is a great healer. Where's Rhymester? Yeah. I hope he's okay. As soon as you reach the age of 18, you will no longer be able to increase either your skill or your permanent stamina. So hang on, it makes it sound like you've already got it, permanent stamina, before you even... So is our permanent stamina right now 9, which will then change over time? No, that doesn't sound right, does it? Your skill, stamina, and ferocity may eventually exceed the number you roll at the start. For skill and ferocity, you should simply keep track of their current levels till you reach the age of 18. So far as stamina is concerned, you should keep track of both your permanent stamina. That's the first reference to permanent stamina. But it hasn't told us what that is. Like, the number we've just rolled, a 9, it doesn't actually say if that's permanent or temporary. Right, because it doesn't actually say, I'm going to have to make an executive decision. Whatever our stamina is, when we hit 18, that becomes our permanent stamina. That's it, done. And if it asks us about our permanent stamina before we're 18, I don't know. Right, combat, we're not going to change combat. That's the same as we always do. The usual rules apply of luck, stamina, and provisions. Oh, here we go. It bloody tells us here under this section of the book. Your permanent stamina score will increase as you train your body. However, when you reach the age of 18, it will no longer increase. At this point, your stamina has reached all it can do. You should draw a circle around the number of your permanent stamina on your adventure sheet. Okay, so yeah, permanent stamina right now is 9. It's going to change. It's going to become other numbers, which is temporary, until we hit 18, and then boom, we're locked in. That's all it can be. Yeah. Ian's in the house. Ian, mate, this is the first time I think you've joined us. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're about to do The Crimson Tide. This book will take the course of years to complete, mates. Years. We start off as a 13-year-old, I think it said, in this book. So we've got a whole life to lead, mate. Yeah, 13-year-old. Little 13-year-old. Who's got a sword to play with. You know, hey, Mom, thanks for my birthday present. You know, give a 13-year-old a sword, you know. Right, how much food can we take with us on this journey? Of course, your adventure, you may eat a meal restores, yes, but how many do we get? I suppose you... Oh, wait, what's this? Eating a meal restores up to 4 points of stamina. When you eat a meal, add up to 4 points to your stamina and deduct one... Oh, yeah, deduct one of your meals. Remember, you have a long way to go, so use your provisions. And it never tells us how many we get. Okay. You start your adventure with no equipment apart from the clothes you stand up in and a wooden sword. Well, that's better. At least we got a wooden one. You know, we've got a bit of wood to play with. But you'll probably acquire various items during your travels. Keep a careful note. Still doesn't tell me how many meals we have. Have I missed something? Nope. It literally doesn't tell us. I guess it's just a case of we're acquiring them as we go. Okay. So that, I think, you're also your ferocity. You're affected by the events of your adventure, so your ferocity may increase or decrease. Yeah, we knew that. Okay, guys, that's about it. So we are 13 years old. Let me make a note of that. Can everybody remember what they were like when they were 13? So whenever our age increases, we have to -2 off our ferocity, which I'll just make a note of. -2 with age. And what did it say? We also get stamina or something? Oh no, and the stamina returns to 9 every time. Okay. So, oh man, I just made that look a bit worse. Make that 9. Okay. Your eldest boy is 18 today. Wow. Congratulations, mate. Well done. I explained I was busy with the Fighting Fantasy posse. Sorry, son. I know it's your birthday, but, you know, Fighting Fantasy comes first. You should have known this for the past 18 years, mate. You know, nothing's changed. Well, tell him happy birthday. And, yeah, why isn't he getting in? Set him up with his own account, mate, and bring him in. It's father and son, this shit, isn't it? Just want to see what all the fuss is about. Well, welcome in, Ian. Right, so what's going to happen is I'm going to read a book and do some funny voices. And every now and again, you will get to make a choice of where we go in this book, okay? And if you stick around, Ian, I'll say that you get to make the first choice, you know, because this is like your first time here, you know? In fact, I think I might do that with every new person that comes in. You get to make the first choice, you know? So it literally is you guys steering the story, you know? It's either, you know, yay or nay. And we have to roll dice and shit, you know? It's Dungeons and Dragons, basically. So, and comments like that, yeah. Playing with our wood, yeah. We got a wooden sword. So, okay. It's a short intro, by the way, guys. The background is very short. So let me just have some water. Wet the whistle, and we're off. Here we go. I'll start the clock now, actually. Do a little bit of cheating there. Start the time. The world is a world of mud and water. Ever since you were a baby, all you've known are the simple baked mud houses of your village and the vast watery expanses of rice paddies, interspersed here and there by pastures. Although you have not yet entered your 14th summer, you're used to working in the fields. Slaving in the fields, aren't we, already? Kid labor. Although you have not yet entered you are lucky to have been born strong and hardy with a skill of 1. At the end of the day, spent planting tender shoots in the mud, you still have some energy left for play and for practice. You fancy yourself a mighty warrior, like those who occasionally ride by, so you have carved a sharp stick for your sword and swing it in circles above your head. At first, the other children laughed at you, because it's actually a pack of incense sticks. But after you killed a giant mudworm, they learned new respect for you. Boom. The events of the outside world rarely concern you, even when you hear that there is civil war in the land. Your only concern is that the soldiers won't harm your rice crops. Come near the rice and you're all dead. I've killed a giant mudworm. You know. Rice is a luxury, And a good rice crop means money. Cha-ching. It's wealth. And most goes on the taxes to the tribunal. No, you care little for the great events of the kingdom. After all, one king is very much like another. Ptah, that's the name, Ptah. Ptah has never done you any favors, so what do you care if he's replaced by some other divine ruler? Then one day the foreign mercenaries arrive in your village. The gleam of their black lacquered armor makes them look like horribly destined beetles. Their gimlet eyes shine with evil intensity. The villagers who stand in their way are ruthlessly hacked down. They collect all the rice and round up all the women, including your mother. Oh my gosh. Your father protests, and as you watch, the leader of the mercenaries cuts him down with his narrow, slashing, curved blade. Welcome to Fighting Fantasy. Honestly, this is horrific. The new king seeks slaves. Sorry, that's somebody talking, that is. The new king seeks slaves, says the coarse-tongued barbarian, and you scum aren't going to get in my way. You stare at the man, fixing his appearance in your mind. His armor is composed of scales, laced together with occasional plates, and spikes covering vulnerable areas. His helmet is wide, and his face is covered by a fierce, bestial mask. It is a scowling parody of a man with bulging brows and wickedly curved horns. Thou large holes, the evil brown eyes of your father's attacker return your stare with what could almost be amusement. He loves it. He hacked down daddy, and then he's like, all in a day's work, mate. Then, with a yell, the mercenaries mount their horses and ride off, driving their captives before them with their whips. The horses make slow progress through the flooded fields, and it seems to take an eternity before the killers disappear from sight. Your father dies in your arms. Cue the sad music. His last words are, "Go to the Baku monastery. Avenge me, not average me." The dying people, they mumble sometimes. "Avenge me and save your mother." Yeah, what happened to her? Where is she? Where's that bitch gone? Right. Oh, my life. What a picture we have on the next page. Look at that. I will avenge thee. It's like He-Man and the Power of Grayskull, that is. Bloody hell. So there you go. That's the first... That is the introduction to this story. So, yeah. F's in the chat if you want to continue. Our wooden sword seeks passion and lustful meaning. So, here we go. You leave your village with several other youngsters, all determined to seek revenge. You carry with you your wooden sword. Get the wood out. Make a note of it on your equipment list. And you grab some food. You got 2 meals, guys. So in this, for anybody who doesn't know, if you want to eat a meal, which will give us 4 more stamina, you have to write in capital letters in the chat, meal, and then, you know, we stop, we have a little munch, and we then carry on, and we get 4 more stamina. But we can only do it when we've lost stamina, because you can't. Oh, actually, no, this one we can. We can increase this. Dude, it might be worth just munching a load of meals right now. Maybe. The paddy fields. Wargaming Dad's here. Welcome in, mate. We've just started. You've not missed a single thing, okay? Except for about 45 minutes to an hour of what I was talking about before this moment. You know. The paddy fields lie all about you, with the sun sparkling on the still muddy water. You make your way along a path on top of a polder, the low earth barrier separating one rice field from the next. I didn't know that's what it was called. Polder. Eh? But you learn something on this channel. It's educational. Several kilometers distant is the local town of Yenshu. So basically, this is all set in like Korea or China, basically, by the sounds of it. So, well, actually, no, it's not, because it's set on Titan, the planet that isn't Earth. So it must be like some Mampang sort. Oh, dude, this is actually dedicated to somebody. This book, I didn't realize. Dedicated to Kiko, ambassador of AI. The fuck, ambassador of AI, dude. What? Kiko started off AI, mate. He's the original Miles Dyson. AI, that's what it says. AI. I don't know. We are good. We have a wooden sword. Yeah, that's exactly. We're 13 years old. We got a wooden sword with a skill of 1 and a stamina of 9. And we're about to go avenge our father. We're gonna die. So, yeah, Yenshu, in which the magistrate of your district holds his tribunal. You've never been there yourself, but your cousin Quan visited Yenshu's temple 2 years ago, and so he knows the way. Not much is said on the journey until you arrive. So we're on the road, actually. Hang on, we're on the road. We're on the road to Yenshu. So we'll turn that down, whack that up. We're on the road to Yenshu, guys, with cousin Quan. Cousin Quan, that's got a rhyme to it. So we don't speak much, you know, until we arrive at the road which leads to Yenshu. Here, where the polder tracks join the wider thoroughfare, a small settlement is to be found, an inn and the huts of several artisans. The foreign mercenaries have been here too. The buildings are scorched and blackened from fires, and broken pottery lies strewn all around. Suddenly, little Hanny lets out a shriek and points. The bloodied corpse of another victim sprawls amid the wreckage of a horse trough. Dude, this is written for kids, this book is, by the way. For any, like, you know, anybody who's still listening who's new, Ian, talking to you, mate. Like, this is meant to be written for kids. Like, your dad's dead and there's blood everywhere. Like, how this got by censors, I'll never know. This is 1992, this book was written, by the way. We must have vengeance upon these murderers, says Sanai, the eldest of you, clenching her fist. The magistrate in Yenshu will deal with them, replies Quan, who already has the bearing of a monk, though he is not yet a novice. He's not even a novice yet. Perfect modern kid story. Yeah, this is right up there with Beatrix Potter and Peter Rabbit, isn't it? You stand among the wreckage, discussing the fate which you hope will befall the mercenaries. While Sanai counts the slain, Quan says he believes the invaders are far from across the seas, from the land of Hachiman. Now that is in Vietnam, that is. Oh no, that's the Ho Chi Minh, sorry. Hachiman, ooh, eh? Where the men are savage and primitive and accustomed to mistreating the women. Woman, listen to me. Barbarians such as these, he points out, have a crude religion reflecting only a fragment of iron, and so have no foundation upon which to build a civilization. Their land is ruled by warriors who are constantly warring with one another. Sanai finishes her unpleasant task and reports that 6 men lie dead here. Now you must hurry to the magistrate to report the matter, and set the wheels of justice in motion. But the barbarians may still be stalking the land. If you hurry along the road to Yenshu, you may catch up with them. On the other hand, we're only 13, remember? We're only 13. On the other hand, if you travel to Yenshu along the polder paths, the journey will take much longer, and it will be more arduous for younger children. You have the wooden sword in your hand, and it seems that you are the leader. So now we have two choices, and I would like Ian to make this choice, please. Your two choices, Ian, are: one, do you decide to travel along the road? Or two, would you prefer to make your way among the rice paddies? So there you go. For anybody who doesn't know Ian, he's a friend of mine from the flight sim world, you know. And this is the first time I think he's watched. I mean, I think he has watched. He's dropped in to say hello in the past, but we're going to try and make sure he stays this time. We're gonna, yeah. 80s kids were just built different. Yes, that's right. So were the 70s kids and the 60s kids, and the 50s kids, and the 40s kids. So yeah, Ian, the choices are: you can make your way among the rice paddies, or you can just walk along the road. Through the rice paddies, Ian says go through the paddies. Right, here we go. Now it's open season on anybody, and if you are a member of the channel, you can highlight your message, and that boosts up your priority and choice. You trudge along the polders, checking with Quan every now and again to make sure he knows what he's doing. I mean, it's Quan, he's our cousin. Is he the same age as us? Or is he like a 20-year-old? Because a couple of 13-year-olds going out on a long adventure to avenge their father, I'm telling you, maybe it's a good thing their parents did get whacked, or at least the dad, because it doesn't sound like they've raised them to, you know, like these kids are going out on a death march. They're going to get killed. They're only 13, you know. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe times were different back in another universe and another planet, you know. So yeah, soon you begin to see a range of hills which rises abruptly out of the plain ahead of you. The steep slopes are lush with rich green foliage, so that must mean we're in a forest. Quan points excitedly towards them. Yen Shu lies just south of those hills, he cries, and no sooner has he spoken than there is a dreadful sucking noise from the field to your left, and a slime-covered mudworm, fully as long as a man, rears up. Like a big, like basically a giant dick, isn't it? You know. Its blind snout questioning towards Quan. I mean, we've killed giant mudworms before, so this should be no problem. It will be on him in moments unless you can intercept and fight it off. Right, I don't know how this is going to be possible, guys. Right, we legitly put together a character based on the rules of the book, and we have a skill of 1. 1, okay? The giant mudworm's skill is 12, which means we have to minus 11 from the dice roll. I don't see how we can win this. How is this allowed to happen in this book, where you're pitted with, like, did I do something wrong in the character? It's assuming we've got like a full character here. Roll 1 die and enter this total in the skill box. It's not roll 1 die and add 6 like the normal way, which means we would have had a skill of 7. It's roll 1 die and enter this total in the skill box. Let me have a look at the adventure sheet, because somebody's, oh yeah, no, it's legit. Somebody's original, because somebody has written in the adventure sheet here, and their initial skill was 4. So yeah, you just put the dice roll in, but it didn't say like you did any training or anything. Dude, we're dead. We're not going to be able to defeat this. He's got a skill of 12. Yes, Flame and Heron is correct. We can test our luck and flee the battle, so we don't even have to fight him. No one's ever actually done that before, by the way, but that is how you escape a battle. You can. Escaping, it says in some paragraphs you'll be given the option, but however, if you do run away, your opponent automatically gets 1 free attack on you as you flee. But so actually, oh yeah, using luck in battles. It's only when it says you can though. Well, that's bullshit. I don't like that rule. So the rule is, yeah, we can try and flee, but we have to test our luck and be lucky. So is that what you guys want to do? I'm guessing yes. Because if we roll 2 dice, right, we rolled a 10, so forget the 10, and whatever this dude now rolls, he gets to add 1. So he's rolled a 3, so 4, we lose 4 stamina. Actually, that's not too bad. Like, in that example, but it could work out a lot worse than that. Like, there's no way we're like, this is mental. I don't think this is meant to be like this. I think our skill should have been increased a little bit more by now. I don't know. We run like a scared. Yeah, we're gonna have to run. I remember when the kids were 13, they used to get their way more often. Yeah, can we not just kick our foot and start crying? And the mudworm might go, all right then, I'll let you have it then. You know. This is mental. So yeah, we're gonna flee the battle, guys. Okay, so we have to test our luck. We are the big dice. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice. If it's 7 and above, we're dead. If it's 1 to 6, no, sorry, if it's 1 to 7, we've survived and we can carry on. If it's 8 or above, we're dead. Skill 1 equals instant death. It is, isn't it? Like, you got no chance on this. So here we go. We survived, okay? We're still alive, guys. So we do escape, like Quan, but we have to lose 2 stamina. So our stamina is now 7, okay? So, yeah, we don't defeat the mudworm. We can run like a pussy, basically. And it's starting to rain, guys, so more mudworms surely will come out. So the creature falls. Well, he doesn't fall. We run off, and I don't know what he does. It says here, chopped in 2. So, by our ferocious attack. Skip all that shit. Through panting with the exertion, you feel exhilarated after running scared. Add 1 point to your skill. We'll say that. So now we've got a skill of 2. The children congratulate you on your running scared. Thou Sinai points out that it was a mistake not to have brought along one of the prong spears that are used to fight off mudworms. Well, we were never even given a choice to go shopping, love, with any money. We haven't even got any money. We got 2 meals, a wooden sword. I mean, we're 13 years old. Do you know what? I think this little Sinai needs to be thrown at the mudworm next time. So, yeah. Evidently, we should have used a spear from the fields, the rice paddy fields. This is beginning to feel a lot like the Goonies, don't you think? We're like the Goonies, or we're like those kids going to see the body in Stand By Me. That's what it's beginning to feel like. Bravo, brave Air Robin. Oh, man. Yeah, Flaming Aaron, we've got a wooden sword because we're only 13 years old. They're not going to give a 13-year-old a proper sword yet. So, and every time we get older, we lose 2 ferocity, which is, we got a ferocity of 10 at the moment, whatever that means. But we lose 2 of them every time we age, and our stamina goes back to the permanent one, which at the moment is 9. But as it gets higher, like the new higher number becomes the permanent one. So, you know, you want to try and get as high a stamina as possible, because as soon as it hit 18, it doesn't change anymore. That's it. You're done with your stamina. So really, you need to have as much stamina and skill collected as possible in the course of this book here. Ian's gonna have to go now. Oh, you're at work, are you, mate? No way. We have tech lineup. Oh, well, enjoy work, mate, on Easter Sunday. Bloody hell. Hope you're getting paid double time, mate. You know? Put a couple of extra zeros on that check from them, you know? Thank you, Ian, for coming in anyway. I hope you have a good work, and I'll catch you during the week sometime. And, yeah. Right. The gaudily painted houses of Yenshu soon come into sight. Quan eagerly... Thank you for coming. Oh, yeah, I did say that, sorry. Quan eagerly points out that the large sloping roof... Eh? The gaudily painted... Oh, so we've arrived at Yenshu. That was quick. There we go. Quan eagerly points out the large sloping roof of the temple which he has visited, and the tower rising from the magistrate's tribunal. Few people are about as you wander the streets, and those you do pass regard you warily before hurrying past. The sun is low in the sky, so you must find somewhere to bed down for the night. And you'll wake up about, 18 years old probably. You remember that a distant uncle of your family lives in Yenshu, but he was always regarded as something of a black sheep. We got Uncle Knobhead, guys. We have an Uncle Knobhead as well. So you have no idea what kind of welcome he may give you. Write down the word art on your adventure sheet. Okay. Is that his name, Art, or is that what he likes to do? Doesn't really explain much in this book, does it? If you go off on your own to try and find Uncle Knobhead, or do you want to stay with the others in the boarding house? What shall we do, guys? Shall we go find Uncle Knobhead, or shall we stay with these little moaning kids, basically? What shall we do? Track down Uncle Knobhead, yeah? Uncle Knobber. Okay, let's go find him. For anybody who doesn't know the reference of Uncle Knobhead, look up Peter Kay. He's a English comedian, and he's very funny. And he says every family's got that uncle, Uncle Knobhead, who's very cringy, says jokes that are, inappropriate, and is usually arguing with his wife,
Here I am. Hey, I'm here with the enemy.
So every family's got this cringy, jovial, joking Uncle Knobhead. And we're going to go find ours. So let's go. I just love his name was Knobhead. The people you met in the street treat you with suspicion. Well, 13-year-old kid wandering the streets at night, probably a little bit suspicious, to be fair. But when you ask for directions to your uncle's house, they become a lot friendlier. Ah, you want to go see that pedo that lives down the road? Okay. You're directed to a pleasant little dwelling close by Yenshu's north gate. When you strike the gong, which hangs outside the door, a slender woman appears. Oh, hello. Uncle's busy. She leads you into the main hall where your uncle... Do you know what? It's not too far off from Knobber. I don't know how you pronounce this. Zongago? Zongo? Zongo. Gowo. Zongawo? I'm going to say Zongo. It's easier. Uncle Knobhead waits. When he rises to greet you, the similarity to your father in voice and appearance is striking. Uncle Knobhead must have been your father's brother. Well, yeah, uncle. That kind of gives it away. Although he had always been described to you as if he were the only distant related. Your uncle smiles to welcome you, and you tell him the fate of his brother. By the way, he's dead, alright? Your brother's dead. You got to look after me now. Is he going to become our Mr. Miyagi? Is he going to be like, whatever our name is? Son, I will train you to avenge your father. Now show me, paint the house and sand the deck. While I go be with my wife. A shadow passes across his face as you speak of the foreign barbarian's foul deed. The spirit of the land is weak once more, he muses. Is Bezvinil's clammy grasp still at our throat? Wax on, wax off. I love it how two people just put that in straight away. That's ace. That's the power of Miyagi, that is. Miyagi. The child must be given money says Zongo's wife. Yeah, no wife is going to say give the kid money. You be the woman who answered the door. Shelter, too, and any other help we can render. They may have spurned you because of me, but they are still your family, and you must help avenge your brother's death. You sleep well, and in the morning you hungrily devour a delicious bowl of rice porridge with pickled vegetables. While you eat, Zongo ponders upon your best course of action. The magistrate is busy and perhaps too callow to take action. It may be wisest to make for Baku, there to learn the fighting arts, so that you can take revenge yourself. Do you wish to decide to visit the magistrate, or do you want to start the journey to Baku now? So we can either do a bit of training, or we can go to Baku and go after him. Say like, now is the time to strike, you know. What shall we do, guys? Are we going to do a fighting montage? Like a training montage? Train. That's it. Hang on. You're the best. Aha. And nothing's ever gonna get you down. You're the best. Aha. Da 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 da. Here we go. It's time for
I do two things that I love.
Shut up.
Dancing and...
Here we go, guys. Training montage. Here we go.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What do you want to do?
Win.
Win. That's the auntie. That's the auntie telling us that.
What are we waiting for?
That's our Uncle Knobhead. Here we go. We're gonna train, guys. Da, 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 da. Start strapping those logs to the back. Plow them through the snow. Get ready to run up the steps after chugging down about 20 eggs. I mean, this is bullshit, mate. This is. How about we have a better montage, mate? What happened? I thought there was a better montage than this. Hang on a sec. Oh, Rocky 4. Yeah, that was the better one. Here you go. This is the one you want. Rocky 4 training montage. I'll turn it down a little bit because I'll get fucking nuked, really. Although, actually, I think that training montage was alright, to be honest. So, anyway. You thank your uncle and aunt for their help before you leave. Yubi presses a small pouch into your hands. If you are to succeed, you will need this. May Arm bless you and your path. And she gives you 10 gold pieces. So we immediately go buy chewing gum with it. Don't we? Dude, when is this training montage actually going to begin? Fucking hell. Hey, do you know what? I preferred Rocky 2 training montage. This is a bit airy-fairy. Come on, mate. Here we go. That's it, yeah. I think I still prefer the Karate Kid montage. You're the best, aha, and nothing's ever gonna let you down. You're the best, aha. Like their fight sequence montage, you know. This is shit, to be honest, mate. Let's skip forward to the good shit. Nah, this is all bullshit, mate. Mate, I'm sorry. Rocky 4 training montage is not how I remember it. I think Rocky 3 training montage is better, actually. Let's have a listen to that one, actually. Rocky 3 training. There's always, do you know what I mean? There's always a training montage. Rocky 3 training montage. Here we go. This has got to be better. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. I'll skip past this shit, mate. Come on.
You didn't look hungry.
Mate,
When we fought, I have the tiger.
I am the tiger! This is, yes. Number 3 is much better.
On the toes, on the toes, on the toes.
On the toes, on the toes. Come on. We're training, guys. This is it. You promise Uncle Norbert and Newbie that you'll not fail them, and you stride out to the streets of Yenshu. If you have the word art on your adventure sheet, turn to 20. Yep, we do. All right, Uncle, I am. Come on, let's go. You can't train to jungle junk music. Come on, here we go, everybody. Do you know what? I get so hyped up when I watch Rocky films. I just want to stand up and start boxing, you know? This is making me want to start, you know, Team America montage. Which one, man? The one where everyone has AIDS, or? Here we go. This is it. It's coming in now. Hey, actually, this one's a bit limp. Mate, there's not a good training montage, is there? I remember these being a lot better. I do. I really do. Shadow box. Come on, take him. Camera's too, I'm too fast for the camera. Honestly. Come on, Rocky, I'll take you on, motherfucker. I've lost where I am now. Alright, after a short walk, you find yourself outside the boarding house in which the others spent the night. They have all slept in late, and as they rub out one from the sleep from their eyes, you tell them of your conversation with Uncle Knobhead, who's getting battered now by Rocky.
Damn, man, what the hell are you doing?
Dude, this...
You on your ass.
Yeah! Yeah, that's it there. Anyway. He's hooking! Dude, I don't think we've had the training yet. We've played the montage, but we haven't had the training yet. I think I did it too early. Oh man, I'm knackered now. Right. Adam Pestridge, YouTube streamer and pro boxer. Hey, I could have been a contender, you know what I mean? Hey? I take on Creed, you know what I mean? I take him on. Just give me a chance. Come on, give me a chance, man. You know what I mean? The others think that you should be the one to go because they don't want to go and present the case to Yenshu magistrate. Only one person is allowed to petition. Hang on, I thought we were going to train. The fuck? Only one person is allowed to petition the tribunal over any particular case, and Sinai insists that you are the... I did that whole training thing, and we're actually going to a magistrate's court for some reason. I thought we were going to do training. What happened? Sinai insists that you are the best. You are the best! Aha! You are the best speaker, unfortunately. You can't really refuse, so you're soon on the streets, heading for the imposing official residence of the magistrate. I thought we were going to train, guys. What happened? We get lied to in this book, honestly. And now we're about to get groomed as well by this guy. He's got a fist ready for us. He goes, hello, bend over. Yeah, why aren't we training? Exactly, mate. Exactly. Who's Oh, Adrian! Yo, I love you, Adrian! The tribunal is a distinctive building with a bell tower, and it dominates the town. Its magnificent gates are wrought of black wood with beaten copper inlays, and above them is a huge sign. For the first time in your life, you wish you could read. Oh, so hang on, we're in like some sort of town here. Yeah, we're in kind of like a town. So we can't read. Inside the courtyard, you join a queue of petitioners, all waiting to bring their cases before the magistrate. It is mid-afternoon by the time your turn comes, and you have lulled by the warmth of the sun. You stifle a yawn as the constables usher you into a large circular chamber, so we're indoors now. And we're 13, honestly, yeah. Yeah, we're 13. No teaching kids to read, they teach them to fight first. You can fight your way out of anything, you don't need words. You You're in a large circular chamber. Around its walls stand grim-faced guards with jointed staves, and at the wall opposite, the magistrate reclines on a large marble throne. It's the picture I showed before. Behind him hangs a drape depicting the golden fist, which is going to be shoved right up your backside. Symbol of the God King's authority. The magistrate of Yenshu is a fat man. Oh, harsh. Could be glandular. He peers at you through bored and bleary eyes and waves his wand vaguely in the air as if trying to catch a fly. So basically, he's Pearl, if anybody's seen the film Blade. You stand forlornly in the middle of the chamber, unsure about your next move.
Kneel, dog, and speak your peace,
growls the constable who ushered you in. His staff whacks you behind the knees and you collapse on the floor. I don't think we're going to get fair treatment here, guys. Totally getting fisted, yeah. In a few minutes, you've stammered out your story. Well, so the thing is, Mr. King Jin, is that my dad's dead, okay? Because some ugly people came to town and they killed my dad. And I've been asked to go, you know, take revenge, but I'm only 13. I want to play with my micro machines, in all honesty, and my Ninja Turtles. But all my friends are telling me I've got to go kill this guy, and like I've got a bit of wood sword, guys. I've killed a mudworm, but in all honesty, I ran away from the second one, so that kind of evens it out. What can you do for me? I've got 10 gold pieces, and like, oh man. In a few minutes, you stammer out your story to the local representative of Divine Justice. He doesn't seem very impressed, so he's basically Simon Cowell. This tribunal has no funds for compensation and insufficient resources to follow and capture the bandits, who no doubt are many miles away by now. Be gone, and exercise greater care in the future, you little fuck. So we can either now protest at the magistrate's judgment, or we can just leave. We can accept his decision and bugger off, or we can say, well, hang on a sec, mate. Have you thought about the consequences of saying no to me, considering the story is all about me, you know? Like, show him your wood. Oh, man, this is a right story, isn't it? So are we going to protest against what he said, or are we just going to take it on the chin and then leave? Say, listen, mate, I've got a mouth, you know, through a hose pipe, mate. Power shower mouth I've got. Does that change anything? So, I don't know. Reminds me. What's the story in Balamory, guys? We protesting or are we leaving? Pardon me. Somebody's knocking. Don't know if that was the door. I think I've got a parcel coming today, actually. Just realised. $11:45 to 12:45. Shit. Yeah, I've got paintbrushes and something coming, guys. So we need to hurry this along. If you don't mind, please. Right, David says just leave. Just go. Right, fuck it then. You bow to the magistrate and you make your way out of the tribunal. Do you have the word art on your adventure sheet? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've used it once as well. I mean, I don't know what it means, but yeah. Now put the word loser on it, you know? What was the point in going to the magistrates? Like, aren't we supposed to be going out to avenge our father's death? Not going to the courts, you know? Like, what is this? This is like the Phantom Menace, full of, you know, politics. Back at the boarding house, the others are waiting for you. They look you up expectantly as you enter, but your downcast features stifle their hope. Over the next few hours, you all discuss the possibilities. Sinai believes... Sinai isn't... Oh no, Sinai is with us, yeah. That the next step is to travel to the Troll, the provincial capital, and appeal to the authorities there. Quan, who once had such faith in the magistrate, counsels against her plan, arguing that it's clear that nothing could be done, so the correct course of action is to do nothing. You remember that the monastery of Baku, which your father mentioned with his dying breath, is said to lie to the north. So we could either follow Sinai's advice and go to Trowel. We can say follow Quan's advice, do nothing, which does nothing really. Or we can so it's weird. The options say we can go to what Sinai said, travel to Trowel alone without these two others, or we can go with the others, two separate options, or we can attempt to pick up the trail of the mercenaries ourselves. Baku, isn't that where we train? Yeah, I think Baku, yeah, but it's not an option now to choose. I mean, yeah, I wanted to go to the monastery. I thought that's where we were going. But after it said the magic, like, I don't know, man, honestly. This stuff, I think options are getting mixed up or something in this. Like, I am turning to the legit pages and options that I'm given here. I'm not, like, making shit up here. So we can either travel to the next magistrates alone by ourselves, or we can go with the two Muppets that are with us, or we can try and pick up the trail of the mercenaries. What shall we do, guys? What shall we do? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I would have thought going to Baku would be... Why would it even mention that if it's not an actual option? That's so weird. So we can travel to Troll, whatever it's called, alone, which is basically the magistrates of another, you know, city, or we can go with the others. So ditch these losers and pick up the trail. Right, let's go mercenary hunting then. I'm 13. I can do this. I've had a paper round, you know. I've killed mudworms, so. So apparently the mudworm with a skill of 12 at the start was a printing error. Ah, well, yeah, mudworm. It should, like, yeah. To be honest, yeah. Right. So what it should have said, like 1 or 2 or something, because that would have made more sense. To be fair. Thank you for finding that, David. I think we handled it though, like decently. To be fair, we got around that. With a quite, you know, an interest in, you know, and we gained a skill for running. So we ditched these two Muppets. We split up. We wandered through the town. So we're back in the town now. Back in the town. That doesn't really sound like a village to me. That's not a village either. Where's the fucking village? There it is. Okay. Whenever you mention the mercenaries, because we're going around looking for mercenaries, but whenever you mention them, however, the townspeople become suspicious and they refuse to talk to you. When you rejoin the others, pointless. You discover that they have had the same experience. Like, nobody wants to talk about these mercenaries. Although Quan learned from a priest at the temple that if you put your knees on a cushion, they don't get bruised after an hour. That most of the fighting is in the south, near the capital. So, if you leave the town... So we can either leave this town and head south to the capital, probably where the mercenaries are. That's one option. We can leave the town and head north to probably where the magistrates are. Or we can stay in Yenshu and ask around a bit more. So it's north, south, or stay are the three options, guys. What do you want to do? Where's the... Oh, there it is. There. We're in like a village, man. Play the minstrels, man. The monastery was in the north. Was it? I thought it was that trail place. The magistrates. I don't know. The map on... There's no map to show you either. Like, you don't get a... You don't get any kind of, like... of directions here. So what should we do? What is our next book? I've got all this shit here. Let me put this on the floor so we can see what we're doing. Moon Runner. That's our next book. We're running moons. Hey, there you go. Flaming Erin was straight on it. Look at that. What do you want to do? Whoa, David! Mate, you haven't got to pay for your decisions. Fucking hell. That's one way to make sure it happens. David, thank you for the £2, but you don't have to pay to make a decision. So we're heading north, by the way. Like, thank you, mate. Right. 6, 5. Once the agreement has been reached, Sanai takes over, organizing preparations for the journey. From somewhere you obtain some food and some scraps of wood to reinforce your sandals for the walk. You set off in the crisp morning air, making good time along the roads. Soon you pass the deserted settlement which you encountered on your way to Yenshu. So we're kind of we're going through, yeah, we're doing something. From somewhere you obtain some food and some scraps of wood to reinforce the sandals for the walk. You set off in the crisp morning air, making good time along the roads. Soon you... I don't know, I've already read all this. Soon you pass the deserted settlement which you encounter on your way to Yenshu. None of you can bear to return to the village, so you pass on. Dusk falls around you, shadows grow long, leaves flutter past blown in the wind. Despite the darkness, the road lies clear before you, glowing in warm light. Do you wish to press on in the dark, or do you want to make a camp here, and or do you want to move off the road? So we can move off the road, or we can just carry on in the dark, or we can stop and make camp. What do you want to do, guys? That's a weird decision, isn't it? Decide to make camp. So we've still got these two Muppets with us. You know, the cousin and whoever the hell Sanai was. I can't remember who she was in relation, but we're the Goonies, basically. We're going to look for buried treasure with One-Eyed Willie. I think they're making another Goonies, you know. I think they're doing a Goonies too. Or some sort of Disney streaming thing. Which reminds me, I need to check on that. Ugh. Why? Hi. The Grinch. Nah. Don't think it is. Get out. Off. It is! Ha ha! Right, sorry, I've just seen something I like. Alright, off the road, yeah? Okay. So if you move off the road, whatever it means. It's pitch dark, guys, among the rice paddies. And as you file along a polder, you pause to wonder where all the leaves are coming from. There's no trees with leaves like this within many miles of your village. So we have to test our luck for some reason. We got a luck of 6, by the way, guys. And we're still lucky. Boom. Luck of 5 now. Dudes, we are living it. We are lucky. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. After a short while, you find a dry patch that's large enough for you all. So you settle down for the night, all 3 of you, spooning up. Next morning, you resume your journey. There is no longer any sign of the leaves you saw last night, nor of the trees they might have come from. What the fuck's going on? Maybe they were just hallucinations. Maybe we've been having one too many rice paddies. The journey to Tyrol is a long one. You can't travel too fast because of the younger children. Hang on, we're young children. How old are these kids that are with us? Are they younger than us? Shit. We're the adult as a 13-year-old? You often have to oh my god, you often have to repay the farmers in whose huts you shelter by doing a week's work for them at 1 year. Fucking hell. Right, so we add a year, we're now 14. Our ferocity's gone down to 8, and our stamina is reset to 9. Right, so because we're journeying to this Tyrol thing, right, and we've got evidently 2 kids with us, right, we have to stop and help farmers with their shit and do like a week's work. And because we're constantly doing this, it takes a year to get to this next location. Like, eventually you climb through the vine-covered hills, so we're in the hills basically. So bring it on, man. That overlook the city of Tyrol, provincial capital of this region. You've heard all about this place. Stories of expensive houses, wide streets full of garishly clad merchants, thieves, entertainers, and scholars. In Tyrol, it is said that you can make a fortune in a day with the right skills and lose it in a minute, if you know what I mean. Do you wish to enter the city, or do you want to walk past it and continue to the mountains which loom on the horizon? It's a weird decision. The whole objective has been get to the city. Do you want to enter it, or do you want to just carry on? Like, where to? Who knows? Just keep going. Just should have called an Uber, yeah. So I guess we're outside like a little town, aren't we? Must be. So what do you want to do, guys? Do you want to walk into the city, or shall we just carry on walking? I just felt like walking. Bloody hell, eh? A year it's taken. Well, we've got stamina back up to 9 at least, so could do with a bit more stamina, like, you know what I mean? Oh, parcel's here. It's left in the letterbox. Guys, I'll be right back. I got a parcel outside waiting for me. So while you guys play around with that, I shall be right back. Daddy's back. Also, it looks like there's somebody moving out here. Gotta be quiet. Enter the city. Yeah, let me just open these first. Yeah. What we got here? Hey guys, welcome to the unboxing video. Do you know what? I saw this video on YouTube and this guy was sent a box. He goes, a friend of mine just sent me a box of goodies and we're going to open it live. And he opens it and he pulls out all these bloody sex toys. His mate had stitched him up. The fuck is this? What the fuck? I'm sorry. I ain't got... See, this is why you don't do unboxings live. Like, I thought it was a bit bigger than that. Like, the picture had it looking like the base was kind of like that sort of size, right? Or at least, at the very least, like that big. The fuck is this little farty thing? See, this is why you don't buy Games Workshop shit. This is from Games Workshop, by the way. And it's supposed to be a place where you... The picture looked way bigger, honestly. Look at that teardrop crap. Like, oh... I don't know. We will enter the city, don't worry. Just want to test this out on the big one. Fuck, it doesn't even fit the big one. What a fucking waste. That was such a bullshit purchase. It doesn't fit the big one. Bloody Games Work. And this is too big to go in that. Like, it doesn't... I'll have to blue tack that down. Don't ever get that, guys. What a lot of crap. Citadel color. Citadel shit. Lesson learned. So that's one of the items, which I guess it only fits certain figures, this thing. Thought it was bigger, is what she said. I've never heard that in my life. Right, so these are the paintbrushes, right? This is evidently 60 brushes here. There's 60 brushes for £6. 60 brushes for £6. Literally ordered these last night as well, man. These have come quick. They must have been around the corner waiting. Picked them up at the local pound shop, probably. Wait. So we've just opened one packet, and they're all inside another packet. Wait, this is past the parcel, this is. What the hell? Oh, another pack. Open up the next layer. So, yeah, they're okay. Oh, no, these... God. Don't know how good quality these are. Yeah, they're all... They'll do. They're all right for... You know. So now I just need somewhere to store these things, because, like... There's 60 of them. I just blue tack my minis to a cork. Well, that's it. I've got a tin here, right? Ugh. Got a Jurassic World tin that I figure if I empty all this out, because it's full of shit at the moment, and I turn it upside down, the base here will make a nice little platform, you know. But after watching a load of videos and seeing how people paint, they do recommend that you have it in your hand to hold it steady while you're painting and not have it loose lying around. So even blue tacking on that, the way I would sit, I'd be hunched over and I'd just get tremendous backache. They recommend the way you hold it, you have to hold it up to the desk and sort of make sure you're supporting your back, because if you're painting for hours, your back's just going to be in bits. So so I figured, yeah, one of those little handheld, I mean, it was only like a tenner. It wasn't expensive. But I honestly thought it was bigger than that. Little kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say misleading, but I've already got actually I'll use that to, this isn't a lens, by the way. This is just a thing to hold. It's a pen holder, you know, photography pen holder. So I'll put all my brushes in that. I'll get these Queen Obi strips out. You guys have been relegated to somewhere else, I'm afraid. So all the Obies off my CDs. Just whack them on the shelf. So my paints, brushes will go in that now. Anyway, that's basically what's come. Painting handle. It's like for kids, that is. That's for kids, isn't it? It's like, my hands are too big. There was a wooden one. I think I might have should have got that one. Anyway, we're going to the city. Just enter the city, Adam. Stop pissing about with that shit. We're gonna enter the city. Okay. To a cork or an old paint pot. Yeah, I don't have any paint pots. Trial is enormous. You can hardly believe how many houses and people are crowded within its walls. You wander along the streets, ignored by the bustling city folk. A 13-year-old wandering the streets and everyone ignores it. What kind of city is this? It's not a Liverpool, because honestly, a 13-year-old walking around on its own in the city, somebody would be up to it like in a shot. Say, "Are you all right? Hey, how's it going? You all right, mates?" As you stand admiring the fruit for sale on a side street stall, you hear a commotion from further along the road. A great cloud of dust is being kicked up, and it's moving towards you. It's that road runner, isn't it? It's coming after us. Do you want to go and see what's happening, or do you want to run away from the clamour? So basically, we've got, like, down the road, there's a cloud of dust, and it's coming towards us. Shall we stand and sort of wait to see what's coming, or shall we just run? You know, what do you want to do? Sounds like there are bloody parades happening, like Mardi Gras. Maybe you guys can hear the music. Sounds like someone's beating some drums. Can you guys hear that sound? I hope so. Oh, blue tack. Do you know what? Where did that go? I actually got some blue tack the other day. I don't know what I've done with that. Shit. What's this shit? 3 times strength cleaning solution. Well, might put that to good use. Tim Clean. Oh, CPU cleaner. CPU cleaner. don't even know what shit I've got here, you know. Oh, shit. Things are falling. Oh, man. I can't even open that because of the bin. Man, there's too much stuff here. There's too much stuff here I need to do. I need to do another clean-up job here. I need to do another roundhouse clean. I have to go find that blue tack wherever it's gone. Hey, there wasn't any in this stuff, was there? I'll get blue tack in this kit, do you? No. Of course not. Got a canvas here as well, 16 by 12. Might do a painting in the future on one stream, you know. Do a Bob Ross special with a castle, a fighting fantasy castle, you know. Or maybe paint one of the book covers, not this one. Look how intricate that is. But like maybe paint like a book cover. Guys, what are we doing, man? Everyone died or something. Oh, do you know what? Imagine if, like, 'cause most of everybody in this chat is from Australia. What if a bloody asteroid hit Australia? And I'm sitting here going, guys, come on, what's going on? And it's like literally the whole continent's getting toasted. And then obviously I think I'd feel like a judder. But it would take minutes, possibly an hour, before that flame ball destroys where I am. And like, surely, you know, I'm sitting there go, guys, what's going on? Come on. And do you know what I mean? Like on the other side of the world, it's all like Judgment Day. And like, I mean, yeah, don't know why I thought of that, like, but. So we can either wait to see what's happening, or we can, you know, run away from the cloud dust that's coming towards us in the streets. We are in the street of a town, you know what I mean? David's from Staffordshire. No, Staffordshire, no way. That's only down the country from me. It's towards Birmingham, isn't it? End of world stuff. End of world event stuff. Yeah, exactly, yeah. David says run away. Thank you, David. If you hurry away from the clamour of whatever's coming, we do. We're only 13. From a side alley, you watch fearfully as a crowd of protesters are driven back by a relentless line of heavily armoured soldiers. It's a good thing we've run away, I think. Do you have the word never? No, we don't. Never have I. I don't know what that was all about, the word never. You notice Hanai staring about him wide-eyed. Then his face... What do you mean you notice Hanai? What, sitting in the road? His face lights up in a big grin and he points to a small house at the far end of the alley. Uncle Bufu, he says happily. You make your way... So we run away and we suddenly bump into some dude, Hanai, which I've never heard mentioned in this book yet. And he points us to a house to say Uncle Bufu. And so we run. Like, this is such a bizarre setup, this. You make your way to the house off this Hanai dude's suggestion. Like, and knock the door. Quick, let me in. I'm 13. After a while, the door opens a crack. And a face, worried, peers out at you. When it alights on Hanai, however, the door is flung wide open and you're all ushered in. What the hell's going on? Make like a road runner. Bufu is not a rich man. Who the fuck's Bufu? And who's Hanai? I don't know these people. Guys, have I missed something? He offers you all hospitality the best he can. He suggests that you abandon your quest for vengeance and settle down in Troll. So we're in the town of Troll, we know that. Sinai, however, reminds you that you did decide to bring your case before the... What? You did decide to bring your case before the prefect. Sinai, what are you talking about, love? If you decide to stay, do you want to stay in this city for a while, guys? Or do we want to leave and approach the prefects? You did decide to bring your case. Oh, sorry. So we're actually... What? No, we don't... Oh, I don't know. We're heading to the magistrates, but I thought that was in Troll. I thought the new magistrates was in this city. So... But it says here, or you may prefer to leave the others to approach the prefect while you travel further north. Fuck, you know. The Hanai one of the kids you're with. No, Sunai, right? And Quan. There's only three of us in this journey. There's us, the cousin Quan, and Sunai, who I can't remember who the hell she is. I think she's something to do with Uncle Mobed. Like, she joined... I can't remember. Things were smoked, apparently. Mate, I think I'd need a smoke to understand this book. Things are happening, and I'm not really, understanding. So, the two choices are... Decide to stay in this city, get a job. You know, I think this Uncle Bofu wants to groom us, in all honesty. He's like, no, stay. Lower yourself. Grow your hair a bit longer, so it's like you've got curtains. And just part your hair then. Or we can leave not only this city, but leave the two kids in the company of Bofu, and we head north. So, I'll leave it up to you guys, innit? I feel like this is happening in real time as well. Dude, we are over an hour into this story. Can I just say that? We're doing very well, I would say. Oh, time for a coffee top up, I think. I forgot to pour the rest of my coffee in. Drain it. Lavender and rosemary. Should we get a little bit high, guys? Should we? I think I don't think I've got anything to light this with, to be honest. So I did see some lighters in the yeah. Oh, do you know what, Ben? You can do one. You're in the way. Oh, dude, I have got some glue shit. Alright, I'll add that to the... What else is in this drawer? The fuck is this? Anybody need a CMOS battery? I got a few here, if you need it. Nose hair. No thanks. There we go, that's nasal spray. No, thought that was glue. I'm not sniffing that shit. What's this here? Tipex. Oh, need that for my VHS player. I want to hook up a VHS player to my 4K telly and see what happens. Ultra chloroseptic throat spray. No blue tack in here. Although we do have a craft knife. That's that bit dangerous if I don't. Willpower in a bottle. The hell? Stop and grow. Stops nail biting. I don't have a problem with that. No, there's no blue sack in here, I'm afraid. Although there is a pack of lockets for some reason. Don't know why. So we'll try these little. I'm gonna light one up, guys. I'm gonna light some rosemary and lavender. Let's see if I can light this up. As I'm waiting for the answer still, guys. I think so. Here we go. These ones as well. What are these ones? Lavender, just pure lavender. These ones. Right. I don't think these lighters actually work. We got 3 lighters full of fluid. They're all full of fluid. And I just don't think they work. Dead. Absolutely dead. Like our dad. Try this one. Oh, fuck, that doesn't even... Bloody hell. I can barely even... Ah, that mechanic is fucked for some reason. I can't even move it. It's like put on the wrong way or something, that one. And then this one. Now. So let's inspect it. Let's see what's going on here. See if we can start fire, guys. So the trick is with these is that you can get them to work, but there's no spark. The spark's gone. So that's not going to do good, is it? We can actually try and make the flame a bit bigger by opening up. Ah, this one seems to be shit as well. Yeah, it's lost the spark. It's gone. I'm burning Nang Chamba incense also. Ditch the kids and head north. Right, well, okay. I'll get on that, mate. So they'll have to go in the bin, I guess, or take them to some recycle centre. I don't know. That works. What are the blue and red VHSs on the top shelf behind you? Blue and red. Blue and red. This shelf here, yeah? Where's the blue and the red, mate? I mean, here, these here, there's no VHS tapes. Here, there's no VHS tapes, mate. What are you smoking? Blue and red VHS on the top shelf. That's a King Edward's Imperial box, mate. That's a cigar box full of me grandmother's stuff. That's not a VHS tape. These are all Stephen King books. These are all Thomas Harris books. If you're meaning this, these are the Fighting Fantasy books, to be fair. David, what's going on, man? Oh, I wish I had matches now. I don't think I'm going to get to light this, guys. Other one. Oh, this one. Oh, right. Okay, I see. Sorry. I'm with you, David, mate, now. I'm with you. I've caught up. Can't get it. Where's Pyro when you need him? Yeah, these are dead. These are long since dead. Absolutely no chance of these combusting either, so to be honest, I'll put them in the bin. Although if they crack, the liquid inside, so maybe not. I'll go bury them in the ground somewhere. Right, I can't actually hang on, let me take off my headset. Is this what you mean? Are those the red and black things you were referring to, what I've just showed, like pulled out? God, I hope so, because all this is going to be a waste. I mean, blue and red. I mean, this is black. I don't know if this is what you mean, but this is a giant Hannibal Lecter face. Hello, Clarice. Welcome. Hello, welcome to Fighting Fantasy, guys. Fucking hell, that's a bit creepy. This is basically a giant VHS box set. With like some journal inside, and then the VHS of Hannibal. What does human flesh taste like? Chicken in it. I don't know. Well, eat your skin on here. Tastes like nothing when I do it. So I don't know what all these Hannibals are going on about. All these cannibal people. Sorry. And then there's like a load of other VHS tapes. So like Fantasia. Just it means something to me. Plus, I've got a VHS player that I want to plug up to my 4K telly, upscale the footage, and see how it turns out. You know, the other VHSs are something pretty special, to be honest. We'll have a little rest from Fighting Fantasy. So these are the Star Wars films on VHS. You got the Phantom Menace, the original 2001 release, I think it was, and then you've got Attack of the Clones. 2003, I think it was, 2002, and then you've got a very rare Revenge of the Sith VHS, which was only released in the UK, not in America or anywhere else, as far as I'm aware. And then you've got the original. I've got about 5 different versions of the Star Wars trilogy. This is the unaltered, you know, OG sort of version in widescreen. I just had these as a kid, like when I was a teenager, and they have a place in my heart. So, but I've also got the original ones up there, like the OG ones. I've got the Japanese one. I've got about 7 different sets of Star Wars, including something I've never seen anybody have on YouTube. Let me go get it. Where is it? Oh, can't even fucking see it. You put it somewhere safe. Oh shit. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I've also got a tin, an exclusive. It's here. It's like an Executor tin from back in the day. It's got the scripts in it. It's got cards in it. It's got the tapes in it. The making of it. A massive tin. Unfortunately, it's buried beneath a tower of Stephen King books. So that ain't going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get that out. But that's basically what it was, David. Just a load of Star Wars shit on VHS. I mean, honestly, the amount of Star Wars stuff I've got is mental. I'm like that Nathan Butler dude. I've got fucking everything. Including, but I can't actually see it now that I say it. I've got this Star Wars thing on special edition, but I can't actually now see what I've done with it. It seems to have bloody disappeared. On a format which I know nobody will have gotten. It's a VCD version of Star Wars, which is mental. But now that I say it, I don't actually see it. And it should be here. So I don't know what the fuck happened to it. Oh, here it is. This is a little cool nifty one, right? A Star Wars Episode 1 on VCD, you know, shitty CD, VHS quality, you know. But again, playing it on the 4K screen, upscaled, it looks just as shit, to be honest. But it's watchable, funnily enough. It's actually totally watchable. Not that I'd ever watch it. It's just actually for kicks that I have it. So anyway, Nice little detour. Sorry about that, guys. You won't ever get those. Yeah, so again, yeah, that's why. It's, you can't, they're hard to find, this shit, and that's why I keep hold of the good stuff. Had the originals, and unfortunately my dad loaned them to friends, and we never got them back. They're not friends, mate. If they don't give you your shit back, I call them bastards. Like, they're not your friends. Man, that's bad news, isn't it? Star Wars trilogy I saw in the background. Yeah, so it was the Star Wars. So up there at the very back, in fact, there's a Star Wars trilogy Laserdisc set here as well. That's a Laserdisc set of Star Wars trilogy. Like, just in case nobody ever knows, I'm a Star Wars fan. Alright? In case you haven't worked it out. I've also got, and I don't know where it is, but I actually have got an Academy version of Revenge of the Sith. Oh, here it is. Oh no, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So basically, and it came. So this is probably my most special version, and this is basically what was sent off to the Academy. I mean, I'm sure they probably printed loads of these, but this was sent off to the Academy for the consideration of all of these different awards. And so on here is actually a special version of Revenge of the Sith. The soundtrack on that is different to what is on the main release. So yeah, that's probably... It came with a letter from Lucasfilm as well, but I don't know what happened to the letter. That's probably my most treasured Star Wars bullshit that I have. I think, yeah. Anyway. Special editions, you think those were better, but they stuffed at the original. Guys, this is the last thing I'll talk about that's not about Fighting Fantasy here. I saw this guy on fucking... on YouTube. There is a release. This is a thing, and I don't understand it. Please, guys, help me understand this. Right? I want to use, as an example, I'll use the just the box of Star Wars, right? Because I can't see a better box to use. Actually, no. Here, I'll use this box here of Captain America. Right? So I'll use this box set of Captain America, right? Just as an example. So imagine in this set, you've got a Captain America film, right? The Winter Soldier, let's say, right? I can't believe this is a thing, and I don't understand it, and I don't get why it's so collectible. So they're called like one stops, I think, and they're basically a collection of three like separate disc releases of exactly the same film. And the one I saw, the guy was showing off Avengers Infinity War in 3D. So he had three versions of the Avengers Infinity War in 3D. The discs were all exactly the same. So you had like the one version and it had some art cards, but the film, the Blu-ray was in 3D and it was Infinity War. The second was 3D Infinity War with some art cards. The art cards were a little bit different. And then the third version, and it was a pack you buy in a single box. And I'm like, somebody selling you three of the same films in a box set. And that's a thing that people want to buy. I don't get that, because once you've got the first film, why do you need two more copies of exactly the same thing? The guy was saying it was because it was collectible. It was rare. You know, they don't print many. I think it's just because they got loads lying around and they think we need to shift these, put them in a 3-pack, put limited rare on it, people will buy it. That's what I think. But honestly, I don't. Yeah, there's things I'll draw the line at. I don't buy, you know, con jobs like that. Yeah, just to make some money on it, basically. But evidently, it's a thing that people want to collect. The only fact is they buy them is because it is a collectible, and that's it. And because they're numbered like 1,000, there's only going to be 1,000 ever made. Now they're super rare. Some people split them off and sell them separately, so they even get more super rare. Like, I don't collect to just display. I collect to use. So everything I have here, I'll watch, listen to, read. I literally, like that Hannibal box set on VHS, I will boot up on the VHS player and watch it. Just, you know, to see what it's like, you know, on VHS. Probably won't watch it forever because the tapes tend to, you know, wear out, and you know, I'd prefer to watch, say, either the Blu-ray, the 4K, or the DVD. You know, but yeah, it's a bit mad, isn't it? Collecting things. It gets hoarders. That's where you end up. Hoarders. You need a big house. You know. You're trying to find a non-special edition of the original trilogy for your collection. Well, this is it. Which version do you want, mate? So the original trilogy, you'll only ever find on VHS. It's not available on DVD unless you buy, I think it's a certain special edition, and it comes with, on DVD, the original sort of, you know, the original versions on DVD. Other than that, it's all available on VHS. And if you want the originals before they even THX remastered them, I've got them up there. They are available, but again, VHS. Like on DVD, they're not really available. They were available to buy, I think it was as a second disc extra on an American set, I want to say, of the original or the new trilogy. I can't remember which one now. Either the first 3 films or the 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, that's the only way. And in fact, the special editions, they're only available on Laserdisc if you want the true special editions, because as soon as it comes to DVD, which I have got the DVDs of the original trilogy, so all 6 films on DVD, as soon as as soon as the original trilogy got released on DVD, these got changed. These are the special editions, but they are absolutely different from the special edition on the Laserdisc. That's what was shown in theaters. But this had a load of changes made again when it hit DVD, and then they changed them again when they hit Blu-ray. And I'm sure they probably made a load more changes on 4K. But like, if you want like original, man, you've got to go back far to older formats to watch them on. Like, they are there, they are available. Empire, how's it going, mate? Worst thing is I had a making of trilogy included, which they streamed live to TV, Adam, which was included with them. TV, live to TV, Adam. A very young Mark. I think that documentary is available in my tin. Do you know what? I'm going to try and get the tin out, guys. Right. Oh, you guys can watch this. I'll tilt the camera so you can see what's going to happen. Right, there you go. So you can see the stack. You see the stack of Stephen King shit here? That black thing at the bottom is the tin I'm going to try and retrieve. Okay? Here we go. I hope my knob don't show on screen. Oh yeah, we got it. Fast as lightning, motherfuckers. Fast as lightning. I can't believe this has turned into a Star Wars buddy stream here. David's taking over the stream with Star Wars. So this is that tin I was talking about. Fuck, it's heavy. It's heavy, guys, honestly. Big tin. It's called the Super Class Executor, right? Like, fucking mental this is. This came out in the 90s, I think. Fuck, yeah, honestly. Star Wars! It's got a plastic top. So here you go. So this is basically what's inside. The definitive collection, and everything you see on there is what's in this tin. Postcards, the films, the books, just fucking loads of shit basically. Making of Star Wars documentary, I think that's the one you're referring to. I'm not going to go through this because we're in the middle of a game here, but you know, if you guys want to see this, I'll happily do a separate video for it, you know. Bit beat up because I've had it for a very long time, as you can imagine. Oh, but that's like super rare as well. Not many of them. Like, you look for that and like, I don't know. Let's have a look on eBay. I'll bet you any money now they're all cheap. Star Wars. Oh, what happened then? It filled it in loads of shit for me. No, I don't. Star Wars Executor VHS. Oh, actually, 182 quid, 95 quid, 135 quid. There's one for 35, but it says it's missing something. You can start bidding on one for 10 quid right now. God knows what that will go up to. So actually, it's actually quite common, but they're pricey. Anyway, let's continue. It's going to clap over. I say it's going to clap over. Oh yeah, when we turn the camera back, isn't it? Yeah, I'm still sorting out. All my Stephen King books are over there, and I'm still sorting it out. So I'll just move you back here to join the rest. There we go. It was simulcast live to TV as well as Australian radio station. Might still have the tape recording of it, not the VHS re-recorded of it. Yeah, a nice little distraction, I think. A little break from Final Fantasy makes the video longer. These pants, by the way, have got a hole in it, so I hope nothing was shown live on stream. All right, just I should have kept my mouth shut. No, mate. Honestly, that's guys. This is what happens when you know, spontaneous things can happen. Who knows? You know. So, Adam's only fans. Yeah, only film content on here. I'm still in the middle of sorting everything out. As you can see, I've got shit everywhere. So I need another shelf unit. In all honesty, another shelf unit for all the CDs, the films, and all that, which will be where you saw the Stephen King books. Look, the size of that Stephen King book, guys. I'm sorry, I got to show you this. This is fucking huge. This is intimidating. This is, look, the size of that book. You want to read a Stephen King book? There you go, kid. This will keep you going for the next 30 years. Hey, it's like a dictionary. Skeleton Crew and Different Seasons, and they both are collections of stories. So it's got 2 story collections in one book. Fuck it out. And it's not like the writing is small. It's actually like Bible size, to be honest. It's pretty like Jesus. Anyway, don't expect a review of that one anytime soon, guys. That's gonna be a while. Okay. Oh God, we literally went through the village, guys, completely. Seem to remember the Dark Tower last book being quite thick. That's what she said. Right, I don't even know what page we were on, guys. Oh yeah, that's it. We were leaving the city or something, wasn't it? Guys, oh, here we are. You make right, so we can decide. Did somebody actually make a decision I don't know. Human flesh. No, nobody made a decision, guys. We're still waiting. So the two decisions are that we can either stay in this city for a while, okay, and when I say a while, it's going to be years, or we can leave the others to approach the prefect and head north. I'm sure somebody said leave the others and head north. Yeah, ditch the kids and head north. David said that. Right, okay. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, he did say forget the others and head off. So, we'll stick with that one. That was ages ago he said that. Can't half go one way and the other half stay. Well, there's only one of us, mate. So we can't split ourselves in half, can we? Okay. You make your farewells, and Sinai wishes you good luck in your quest. See you, mate. And before you leave, Bafu gives you a bag of food, which contains 2 meals. Guys, we got another 2 meals. Now we've got 4 meals. Don't be afraid to use them, guys. Because our stamina can go as high as it wants to now. You know? Like... But once we hit 18, dead. You make your way out through the north gate and you set your sights on the mountains which rise to the north. Guys, I'm just going to quickly... There is some matches in the kitchen. I'm going to quickly nip and run and get them. Simply because I want to light this incense. And, yeah. So, I shall be... sorry, honestly, guys, if this is pissing you off as not doing the book, I'm sorry, but I want to sniff me incense. And I need to light it to do that. And I've got no matches in here. I thought he had a box of matches, actually, sitting here on the side, but... Nope, I don't. So, there's some in the kitchen. I'm going to go rob them, and I'll be right back, guys. I call for a fire engine just in case you burn your ass down. Hey, it's all good. If you burn your ass down, you get a nice tan. Alright, I won't be a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Somebody moved them, but I got them. Here we go. We're going to light a fire live on stream. Here we go. And you love the stand. Ah, yeah. Yeah, the stand. Spellsinger. I like the stand. Here we go. Woo! Fire! Stay lit, mate. Stay lit. Well, this is taking ages to light. Mate, the match is almost burnt. Light up, quick. I'm going to burn myself here. There we go. Hello there. And that's gone out by itself. Beautiful. And now we've got a little bit of atmospheric smellies, which should smell like lavender. Lavender and rosemary, it says on the tin. So... Spellsinger says eat a meal. Right, okay, so we're eating a meal. So that's 13 on the old stamina now. And we're going to have a nice little break and Adam's going to have some popcorn. I forgot the biscuits, so it's fine, just go do it. So I'll just have a few munches of this. little SMR, no, ASMR stream now. Who else is trying to see what books Adam has? Shall I move out the way, guys? Honestly, it's a right mess there, isn't it? I mean, you can't see half of them because I've got the album, the Queen album I'm currently listening to. Oh, these books, mate. What's that? Oh, it's a, yeah, memory, hard drive. Anybody ever read these books? These books are amazing. These books are ace. These books taught me how to write, I tell you. If you've never read these books, I highly recommend you going to get them. They're so much fun. Forget a bloody, you know, Dr. Seuss and Beatrix Potter. Beatrix Potter. Am I going to do ASMR? I mean, I do ASMR in FLIGHTSIM, alright? That's my ASMR. Hearing the engines roar. This popcorn's pretty tasteless, to be honest. Right. That's enough of the meal. I'm going to read you a quick... This is a collection of poems, right? Does it get your energy going? This definitely does, mate. This book, and there's a sequel which I also have that was next to it called Light in the Attic. These are a collection of poems by a guy called Shel Silverstein, who, that's him on the back there with his guitar looking pretty chill. And as you can see, like, there's also a load of drawings inside this book, and they're all so cool and so funny. I'm just going to quickly read you one of these such poems. Honestly, there's loads of them. They're like, you flick through, they're only like a page, like a few lines long. They're not actually, but here we go. Hector the Collector. So there's always a picture that you get with the poems. So there's Hector the Collector. Okay, there he is there on his, you know. It says here, Hector the Collector collected bits of string, collected dolls with broken heads and rusty bells that would not ring, pieces out of picture puzzles, bent up nails and ice cream sticks, twists of wires, worn out tires, paper bags and broken bricks. Old chipped vases, half shoelaces, Gatling guns that wouldn't shoot, leaky boats that I wouldn't float, and stopped up horns that wouldn't toot. Butter knives that had no handles, copper keys that fit no locks, rings that were too small for fingers, dried up leaves and patched up socks, worn out belts that had no buckles, electric trains that had no tracks, airplane models, broken bottles, three-legged chairs and cups with cracks. Hector the Collector loved these things with all his soul, loved them more than shining diamonds, loved them more than glistening gold. Hector called to all the people, "Come and share my treasure chunk," and all the silly, sightless people came and looked and called it junk. Like, some of these, like, in here are really, honestly, I love this book. Go try and find it and you'll love reading it. It's like Dr. Seuss for adults is what it's like. It's bloody brilliant. Anyway, we've had our meal. So you set off after the mercenaries as they trek eastwards, then turn towards the south. Is this right? Am I reading the right one here? Hang on a second. I gotta make sure I'm reading the right one here. Leave the others. Yeah, 381. Sorry, I was reading the wrong one. You trudge along the road, passed by the occasional merchant, After 2 days of marching, you find yourself among the foothills. We're in the foothills, guys. The road is now no better than a track, climbing steadily up the sandy slopes. To your left, you can see the highest peak of the mountain. Another track branches off to the right. Do you wish to press on ahead, or do you want to take the branching path off? Continue on, or take the branching path off. It's going to choke me out, this bloody incense. Continue on, David says. Okay. We're going to press on ahead. The path winds upwards and you squint up at the looming majesty of the chief of the Golden Crane Mountains. You can't see any buildings or signs of life, so why would you hear bloody, birds? No buildings or signs of life at the summit. Ahead, a sandy path forks off to the left. At the junction sits a shaven-headed fellow in the red robes of a monk. And that's what we see there. Right there. Just sitting there, minding his own business. So I've been here for 300 years. So, what do we do? Hey, Excoria, how's it going? Coming from not so good X-Plane 12, A330, but it's flyable sort of. Sorry to hear that. I'm doing okay. We're reading the Crimson Tide. We're surviving. Honestly, it's been nearly 2 hours. Although, to be honest, we had a little detour. We were going through the Star Wars things a moment ago, yeah. So what we can do is we can either ignore this monk and carry straight on, or we can bow to him, give him respect, or we can ignore him and take the left fork, or we can ask him if the Baku Monastery lies at the top of this mountain. It's been a while, Excoria. Too long. Remind me, mate. Basically, the trim... Sorry to hear that, mate. David says bow. 229. Welcome in, Excoria. Welcome in. Keeps disconnecting your autopilot, the trim does. Ooh, bloody hell, mate. We want to send that off to the mechanics to fix. Yeah? So you bow to the monk, like that. And for a moment, you think he hasn't actually seen you. But then he looks up with a smile and says, "Answer me this. I have roots deep in the ground. I loom up above your head. Yet I never grow. What am I?" The fuck? A monk sitting down chatting shit, mate. Right, there's 4 possible answers to this. A pine tree, the heavens, a mountain, or a giant. Okay, I have roots deep in the ground, and I loom up above your head, and yet I never grow. David says mountain. Well, to be honest, mountains do grow. So if that is the correct answer, they're wrong. Because mountains actually do get higher with time. So they do grow. So, but again, we're on Titan. Maybe they don't. So we'll see if that's right. Mountain is the correct answer. I hope this doesn't kill us if we're wrong. You are correct. Insofar any question has an answer. He replies, "Follow me." He turns and makes his way along the left-hand path. As night falls, you ascend the mountain, finally reaching what seems to be a huge gateway into the mountainside. Your escort indicates a narrow gap between the colossal doors. "Enter," he says. Do you have the word silk written? No, we don't. I don't know what that means. I feel like we've missed out loads in this book. Oh, dude, we got some bald dude here. You step through the doors into a massive chamber, and it's a clunk to shut. The doors close behind you, and echoes dance around. Facing you is a large statue of Arn, god of the Isles of the Dawn. Right there, that's what he looks like. Okay. Oh shit. Oh yeah, sorry. At his feet, a small metal bowl gives off a thick green smoke. So, you know, there's a thick smoke by a bowl happening. Okay? It's as thick as it gets. From a side passage steps out another monk. I am Dry Jade, abbot of the Baku Monastery. Hey, this is the Baku Monastery, guys. That's what our dad said. You are welcome. Do you want to tell him that you wish to become a monk? Or do you want to ask him for assistance in your quest? So we can either shave our head and become a monk, or we can say, yo, can you help me? My daddy died, and he mentioned that I should come here. You know, I need to go avenge his death. I'm 14 years old, so what can you do to help me? And while you guys think of that, got the Bible here, okay? I'm just going to turn to a random page and read one, like, this is from the book of Jonah. I'm just going to read one. It says here, but the Lord sent out a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. If you ever need to know that in life, you know. This is from Kings. Just a random one here. And when he departed thence, he lighted on Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, coming to meet him, and he saluted him, and said to him, Is thine heart right, as my heart is with thy heart? And Jehonadab answered, It is. If it be, give me thine hand. And he gave him his hand, and he took him up into the chariot. Bit strange. It's his lavender incense. What are we doing, guys? Come on, are we being a monk, or are we asking for help? Like, I only started reading from the Bible because you guys, I'm waiting for you guys. David says become a monk. Okay. Can we be a monk, please? Honestly. The abbot shows you round the monastery, where some 200 monks study. We're inside a mountain. Or are we on top of them? No, we're inside the mountain. They study, they mediate, and train. You are given a red robe. Note it down on your equipment list. Red robe. So, well, I'll put it not in our backpack because it's something we'd wear, I guess. You're assigned to a mat in the dormitory. The abbot asks which task you would prefer. You may work in the kitchen, help with the laundry, or clean the martial arts practice chamber. They do martial arts, martial arting monks. Hey, there's a thought. Is this David Carradine time? Yeah, exactly. Martial arts, buddy, monking. We took so long to answer. Adam found religion. I'm going to be getting my beads out in a minute, my olive beads. Right, so do you want to work in the kitchen? Do you want to work in the laundry? Or do you want to work in cleaning duties in the martial arts chamber? You know? What shall we do, guys? In the meantime, this is from the book of Leviticus. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, If a soul sin and commit a trespass against the Lord, and lie unto his neighbour in that which he delivered him to keep, or in fellowship, or in a thing taken away by violence, or hath deceived by his neighbour, or have get to the point, mate, or have found that which was lost, and lieth concerning it, and sweareth falsely in any of these that a man doeth, sinning therein. Like, yeah, well, what shall happen, mate? He shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord, a ram without blemish out of the flock, with thy estimation for a trespass offering unto the priest. I don't know what any of that means. Clean the training room. Okay, someone trying to con us into doing their work. Yeah, this sounds like a bit of a Mr. Miyagi, this does. Maybe we'll get trained in some... You're about to set to work cleaning the monks' practice hall. They use a variety of weapons. It is also your task to clean these. Days pass and you wonder when you're going to be taught the martial arts yourself. Even though you clean the practice hall, you're always told to leave whenever the monks come there to practice. Do you watch the monks practice and train yourself in secret as one option, or will you carry on as you are and you leave when they come in and you don't get involved? Do you want to start training as a ninja monk, guys, in secret? Or do you want to just, nah, we're not going to, you know, we'll just stick to cleaning. Like, what do you want to do, guys? Who's Mr. Miyagi? Are you kidding me, Flaming Heron? You not seen Karate Kid? Hey, Daniel-san. Mr. Miyagi? Mate, Flaming Heron, have you seen the Karate Kid? I don't think I've ever known anybody not to see the Karate Kid. No, I meant, who is the Mr. Miyagi of this world? Well, that dude, I guess, that we were initially talking to, isn't it? The first monk. The bald monk. Clean. They might kick you out if you break the rules. Yeah, I was thinking that myself, mate. You know, if you disrespect them, they'll might slaughter you and eat you or something. Could be a bunch of cannibals for all we know. We'll carry on as we are. We don't want to learn the Bruce Lee lingo. Right, days pass as you accustom yourself to a never-changing ritual. We've become a monk, guys, which fits in line with this bloody incense stuff. Right, add 1 year to your age, okay? So we're now 15 years old, guys. I do like this age mechanic. It's pretty cool. It does also say deduct 1 point from your ferocity. Now, is that additional to the 2 points that we have to deduct anyway? I guess so, because otherwise they wouldn't actually put in. It does say add 2 points to your stamina. So our new stamina level is 15. But we've lost 3 points, I guess, of ferocity because we're a bloody monk. So our ferocity is half of what it was at the beginning. Which is legit, I guess. We're a monk. At the end of a year's worth of monking it, the abbot visits you and asks you how you're progressing. And you go, I'm alright, yeah. Do you want to tell him you're doing fine in Monkville? Or do you want to tell him that you want to learn martial arts? I'm dying for a bit of Jackie Channing. Yeah? Or do you want to say, we're alright. Peace. Namaste. What shall we do? Shall we... He's come to us now and saying, you want to learn some ninja? Or, you know, we can say no thanks. I'm fine as I am. What shall we do? This is, by the way, I'll say this now. This is the very first time I've ever seen the time counter go above 2 hours, I think. I don't think I've ever seen 2 hours on that clock before. And we're 15 years old. Say you're fine. No thank you. Oh, the screen's just gone blank. That was weird. Windows. Fucking updates. Okay, no, we don't want to learn, you know, the Miyagi dance. Tell him you are doing fine. I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. Abbott Dry Jade is delighted. He tells you that you have conquered the attraction of the dull material world and are well on the path to enlightenment. You remain in the monastery working hard. Your father's death will remain unavenged. Is that... Hang on. What? Dude, that's it. We've just lost. The fuck? We become a monk for the rest of our lives. That's it. Dude, what the fuck? If we take out all the tangents, though, we've only been playing this book for 20 minutes. Yeah, if we take out the deterrence, yeah. Game over, man! Game over! Dudes, we've just become a monk for the rest of our lives. we got groomed into being a monk. Mate, that's the very first time that this kind of outcome, like, we didn't die. We haven't died. We're still alive. Like, why not allow us to get back into the story and redecide that we actually want to do something? Like, that is a... Yeah, to be honest, I'm going to class that... Well, we haven't completely... We didn't get to page 400. Like, we didn't die. We are still alive. And we just decided to, like, become a monk instead. So, effectively, book complete in my eyes, but we didn't get to page 400, so it's not book complete. It's a very strange game over, yeah. That's like a very unique game over, that. Like, I've never seen that happen before in any of these books. Oh, that's mad. Jesus. I can't fathom that. Like, because we're not dead. So technically, it's not game over if you don't die, but you just don't get to complete the story. So it is game over. Like, oh man, that is crazy. That is mental, guys, honestly. Absolutely mental. Do we code that as losing, or yeah, exactly. We didn't turn to page 400, and that is classically the winning move. So, yeah, we didn't win the book, but we just didn't lose it either. If anything, it was that's it. It wasn't a win. It wasn't a loss. It was just, it was. You know, whatever that means. Right, let's get the next one out here. I've got so much shit on the floor now. Bloody Star Wars crap everywhere. Right, so that was number 47. And the next one is number 48. Moonrunner. From Monks to Moons. That's the cool book there. Look at him. Punching it. I had a tiger like bloody Breakfast Club. So that's the next one we're going to do. And I'm going to quickly create the... let me turn this, because you always miss out here. Turn that, but there we go. That's a bit better. I'm going to quickly create the stream for, what is it, 2 weeks' time, innit? So that's the 4th of May. Let me just double check that there's nothing going on the 4th of May. Nope, nothing in. So let me quickly... Give me a second to just quickly get this going. Moonrunner, Running Moons. So that's that. Schedule. We don't want to reuse those settings because, in all honesty, that's from my other one. So we shall make it new. Moonrunner. Running Moons. I don't know why I keep saying that. Moonrunner is one word. And I thought I was typing in capital letters then. Moon Runner. Okay, here we go. Shouldn't need to change. Oh, the tags aren't there. Oh, it's created a new one, that's why. Fighting fantasy. Game book. And then we'll put games workshop. Just to, for kicks. So, and that one needs a fighting fantasy. Fighting Fant. Where's fighting fantasy? Fighting. Oh, I put fight. That's why. Fight fantasy, isn't it, mate? Fight fantasy. We get the picture in there. The moon. Ooh. That'll get added to the live playlist. And that'll do it. And then that's the 4th. Public. 4th of May. And that's at 10 a.m. Done. So that's that created, which will ping in the Discord. Could we do that as multi-ending book? Honestly, not well. Duplicate stream key. Select a new key. No, fuck off, mate. I haven't. There's no duplicates. I'm using the stream key right now, but you're doing it for the future. So don't give me that, mate. There it is. Right. Here you go, guys. So just when this is over, click on that link and give it a thumbs up. Give it a like, guys. Just so you know it's coming, back to a book where you either live or die. Yeah. Star Wars Day. Yeah, it's oh shit, May the 4th. Dudes, I didn't even clock that. And we're doing what feels like a space one, and it's going to be Star Wars Day. Shit. May the 4th be with you. I didn't even click that. Is that appropriate, guys? Should I not be doing it on the 4th? Well, fuck it. We're good. Do you know what? We've just done a load of Star Wars shit in this stream. Do you know what? I'll queue up all my Star Wars gear, all right, for May the 4th. And I'll show you everything I've got Star Wars. I've got all the soundtracks as well somewhere, all the music. I've got vinyl records of the soundtracks. I've got fucking loads of Star Wars shit. I've got a Stormtrooper and Darth Vader somewhere, like the figures. I had the helmet, the costume helmet that goes on the head. It was meant to be, yeah. We'll have a Star Wars themed. Is Moonrunner actually set in space? The war between the kingdoms is over, but there is still much to be done. The evil generals who went on the... It doesn't feel like a space adventure, guys, but whatever. It's the one we're doing. So yeah, are there any Star Wars? Do you know what? Mate, if I can find a Choose Your Own Adventure Star Wars book, I don't think there is. I don't think it was licensed in that way. But if I find one, that's what we'll be doing next time. I'll track it down and I'll do it. I mean, it's got moon in the title, but that's no moon. That's a space station. I will try and find a Star Wars. Let's go quickly now. Star Wars. Choose your own adventure. Choose your own Star Wars adventures. Is what? Oh shit! What happened? It's fucking hell, it's going loopy on me. Right, there is a. Oh no, it's choose your. I think there is. Choose your own Star Wars adventures, or is that some Wikipedia? I think this is just to choose your own, as in choose the story, not an actual branching story thing here. So Choose Your Own Star Wars Adventure is a trilogy of limited, isn't it? Paperback novels written by Christopher Golden in 1998, so OG Star Wars. The 3 young reader books follow the events occurring in the original trilogy, but feature a number of points in which the reader decides which page to turn to, boom, in order to continue the story, allowing readers to choose the outcome of the events. You take on the role of Luke Skywalker's best friend. You're not even Luke. You're his best friend, and becoming part of his journey to join the Rebel Alliance. Become a Jedi Knight and save the galaxy from the Galactic Empire. Guys, I am going to try and find these things. Choose your own Star Wars adventure. It must be on Amazon or something. Yes, Empire Strikes Back you can get. 25 quid, mate. I'll try and get it, but if it arrives in time, because I'll have to wait till next week, you know, because I've spent money on bloody... So, it's only got 117 pages to it. I don't know, mate. Christopher Golden wrote it. We'll see what people say about it. Got the book for my son who loves Star Wars. He loves reading it. Excellent book. I loved your stories growing up. I mean, they seem legitly good. What do you reckon, guys? Han and Chewie Adventure. It's £7.90 on World of Books. Boom. Yeah, 25. That's paper. Hardcover, 50 quid. Right. What's this? That's... What the hell am I looking at? I don't know what that is. World of Books. I don't see a... Oh, actually, do you know what? Let's type it into eBay as well. They'll be cheap on eBay. Maybe. Maybe. Where's my eBay? Oh, let's type it in. Guys, I will try and get one of these Star Wars books. Whoa, what the hell? GitHub? What? It's giving me GitHub. Well, I typed in the word eBay, mate. I'm going to try and track one of these down, guys, and I will I'll see what I can do. Choose your own Star Wars adventures. Probably get a whole trilogy on it. Some sap selling them all, thinking they're not worth anything. 600 quid for fucking Return of the Jedi. Mate's having a laugh. Yeah, eBay's not the place to go. I mean, they all come from America or Australia. I don't think these books are available in the UK, guys. They're all over 20 quid. World of Books, innit? Like, what's his name said? World of Books. Put books with 3 O's in it, but whatever. Oh yeah, that's a Han and Chewie adventure, that. £4.60. Hang on, this is not the same thing. Choose your own adventure, Han and Chewie adventure. This is not the same. Children aged 7 and up. I don't think this is the same. It's £4.60 though. Like, that's reflective of the, you know. Or you've got a Luca Leia adventure. Mate, I don't think these are the same thing. Yeah, these look too kidified. That one you saw, mate, I think is, yeah, not the one I'm looking for. World of Books, Star Wars. I mean, that's... You gotta filter through all the books then, haven't you? Like... But don't worry. Anyway, I will find a Star Wars, or we'll be doing Moonrunner. I mean, it is a fighting fantasy thing, isn't it? But yeah, Star Wars Day. I'm pretty sure that everyone will be okay with it becoming a Star Wars themed fighting fantasy stream. Maybe, like, isn't there like a Star Wars-y book we've yet to read that we could choose? Because I mean, at the end of the day, we have found so many similarities with Star Wars in fighting fantasy. There must be some Star Wars-y sort of kind of... it's not the same, and it's not the same. You guys okay with a Star Wars sort of adventure book in 2 weeks' time, as opposed to Moonrunner? And we put Moonrunner on a delay. Is everybody okay with that? I think we're done with any of the space-themed ones. Is everybody okay with that? Like, are you up for that, guys? Or are you wanting fight and fantasy? You know? If I can find it. If I can find it. I mean, find it on Amazon, not a problem, mate. But it's gonna be pricey. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get it next week, to be honest. Return of the Jedi on Amazon is 15 quid. Not too bad, actually. Yeah, I think we might be alright here. A New Hope is unavailable, and there's loads of those kid ones. But oh, they're not available. There's a Finn and Poe adventure as well. Choose Your Destiny, that they're called. 50 quid? Fuck off. I'm not paying that, mate. I'm not an idiot. Choose Your Own Adventure 4-book, The Abominable Snowman, Journey Under the Sea. Yeah, a little bit trickier, I think. I mean, it looks like there's only 2 available. Anyway, I will find one. If I can't, though, we'll do Moonrunner, but I will try and get one here in time. So, seem to see them all wanting 20. Yeah, they're all up for like 15, 20 quid for books from the 90s. I guess they are like bloody, you know, I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Oh, the timer. Shit. I think it was 3 minutes ago. So 2 hours and 20 minutes, guys. Oh, that was the alerts I stopped. 2 hours and 20 minutes we lasted on that. But I think we got to take off 20 minutes for... So it was really just under 2 hours, I think we lasted, really. Thank you all so much for showing up and for joining in. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. I love it. I never want it to end. And it was a weird ending. But thank you so much. And I guess I'm going to start the countdown. But, you know, so obviously we still got 3 minutes. But 2 weeks' time, we're going to be back here, Star Wars Day, and go through a bit of Star Wars paraphernalia and do a bit of Star Warsing, hopefully. And yeah. Thank you, guys, and I'll start the countdown now. So we've got the 3 minute chat shit now. Kill the creepy dungeon. Yeah. So yeah, what's everybody going to be doing now? Like, I'm going to go to the toilet, to be honest. But what's everybody going to be up to for the rest of today? Because it's Easter Sunday, by the way. Guys, happy Easter Sunday. I forgot to tell you. It's Easter Sunday in the UK. I don't know if it's Easter Sunday everywhere, but it's in the UK, you know. Flaming Aaron's going to sleep soon. I've bored him to sleep. So that's that. It's almost over for you guys. Oh, mate. So, yeah. Well, I say I'm going to probably go get something to eat. A bit hungry. Probably finish off the popcorn, to be honest. Track down a Star Wars book somehow. Try and find one. Do you know what? I should go to the local bookshops, but I seriously doubt they'll have one. Especially now that it's like Star Wars things happening in what you call it. In America, they got Star Wars celebrations on, so anything with the word Star Wars on in a shop has just been given a £10 increase, I reckon. It's almost Monday for you guys, yeah? So it's just a... Oh, yeah, Bank Holiday Monday as well for us. Shyster. I think I might watch Captain America tonight. Brave New World. That's hit streaming, I think. So, yeah. So yeah, I think I'll grab on that one and do that. Anyway, I'm off, guys. Take care. Sweet dreams. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.